What's good, neighborhood? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. All right, man. Gonna do a viral video reaction tonight. I'll probably delete this live. Actually, I know I'm gonna delete this live off the main channel as soon as I'm done. And I'll probably leave it on the backup channel, Mark Nash Live. So definitely check out Mark Nash Live. That's the backup channel. It'll have this logo right here, Breaking Beats logo right there. So check out Mark Nash Live for the playback of this one. Because some of the stuff I don't know if I'm gonna get a strike or not. So I'm gonna just rather safe than sorry. I'm gonna just delete it off the main channel. But in the meantime, let's let this room populate a little bit. Shout out to man, I like Alonzo, man. I don't want to call him that. Cuck Lonzo. But yeah, shout out to everybody who's here early. Shout out to everybody who will see this video playback. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link out there. We're just gonna do some reactions to some of this stuff that I got up here, and I'll probably chop it up. The stuff that I can get away with on YouTube, I'll chop it up and keep it up here. Everything else, like I said, I'm gonna swipe it away, and you'll have to check it on Mark Nash Live. All right. Without further ado, let's run that sweet intro music. Give me 5 minutes. Pour me up a drink real quick. We're gonna chop it up. Let's talk some shit. Let's get it.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I awake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your area. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his, He said if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shit. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, get walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bro. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real. But I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound.
All right. Excuse me. Let me send that last part out. There we go. Yeah, I didn't even share the link out, man. I'm not sharing this shit out. If you see it, you see it. If not, you'll see a clip or two on the playback on the backup channel, or I'll probably chop some of it up in clips. But to answer your questions, Haplo, I am deleting the live after this. And it's probably because some of the stuff I'm playing up here probably might violate some of YouTube's guidelines. But I'll chop it up and make it a clip so I can test it out there. And I'll definitely keep it on the backup channel, see how that works over there. But definitely probably a chop out some of these clips. Oh, I was definitely Passionate Bliss. I had a clip. I got a clip of you I'm putting out probably on tomorrow. It was the it's another clip of that do black men still want black women? And I loved it. I loved your I don't want to say performance because I think you were being genuine, but it was definitely entertaining to say the least. How everybody feeling this evening? I'm gonna drop the link out there early on this one. Just doing some reactions, talking some shit. Yeah, but you killed that one on Passionate Bliss. I was looking at that thing was like 5 hours. I looked up, I was like, oh, you only dropped part 1, 2, and 3. It's still part 4 and 5 I gotta drop. Do black men still want black women? Love that episode. It's one of my favorite clips. What up? Dan Tan, I see you. Lisa Bell, she never fails. What up, though? I'm gonna just jump right into it. I'm doing some reactions. Some of this stuff is current events, some of it is sports related, some of it is hip-hop related. Where do we want to start? Let me see which one I want to start with first. Okay, sure. Let's start here. Share the screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. It's a new law going on in Texas that requires if you are a drunken driver and you kill someone, you have to pay child support to the children. Have y'all heard of this? Anybody heard of it? Do y'all think this is right? Should that happen? Do you think, hey, look, yeah, you killed this person's parent, you are obligated to take care of that child now? Let's talk about, let's react to it. Let me share the screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. I'm gonna cam up a little bit too for some of these things. So. All right, let me see. Damn, I'm gonna have to restart the laptop so my camera work. All right, so unfortunately, I'll do it in a second. Somebody said UFC was hyped. Was it? I missed the UFC fights, man. I missed it today. I saw the boxing. That's all I saw. Was the boxing. Let me stop this one. So I got some boxing news we're gonna react to as well. We're gonna react to some viral videos, some hip hop news, current events, this, that, and the third. Clips. Mic check 1 2.
What's happening?
What's up, neighbor? Hey, look, talk to the people real quick. Tell them what about your day. I'm gonna be right back. Let me restart this shit so I can cut my camera on.
I got you. That's why I tapped in. See what I'm saying, neighbors?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? When you in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You can't fall because we all like that. You know what I'm saying? We all right there. Neighbors, what's going on? It's been a crazy weekend. How you doing? This is that guy, Eclipse, broadcasting live from the great state of Ohio. 3:30 stand up. That's Ward City. That's Youngstown, if you don't know. Man, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to chop it up with y'all, man. I hope everybody's good. You know, it's been wild. I was watching that. What do you guys think about the little bit of punching that we seen? I know we got some punching coming up. We got that Mellow coming up right down the pipe. So I'm excited to see what that's about. And but more importantly, I would like to thank you all for being here with us, and I'd like to thank our host, Mark Nash, and I'd like to express gratitude, you know what I'm saying, just for another day above ground. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead, and if you got a problem with that, I don't know what's wrong with you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you what, man, look, it's Friday till it's Monday, even though it's Saturday, Sunday. So we're going to still, you know, it's still the weekend. So it's Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. Smoke them if you got them. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, turn up, and do right. What's happening, my brother?
Absolutely. How you doing? Good job, man. Good job. Way to fill in some space right there. Pause. What's up, Hap?
Yo, you got the two realest motherfuckers in the world on here with you. Let's go.
All right, y'all ready to talk some shit?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're gonna do some reactions. I'm gonna try to keep
a question or a statement?
I'm gonna try to keep most of these reactions. I'm gonna try to keep them within 10-15 minutes on each one, right?
All right.
Sounds good. Got it.
Because it's a lot to unpack. First, right. First one on the docket, man. This is just a current event. Somebody shout out to Reggie O with the Killer Show, man. Reg, leave Will alone, man. Nah, I'm joking, man. I don't care what you do. I'm fucking with you. I know everybody be telling him to leave him alone, and he hate that shit. But yeah, if dude was talking about doing something to your mom, though, he out of pocket for that, though. He wrong for that. That's going crazy. All right, but that's neither here nor there.
Doing something to whose mom?
Reg. I don't even want to get into it,
man. They deserve to get fucked up. You're deleting the stream anyway. Whoever says something about people,
hold on, Hablo. That's not 100% true. I'm gonna keep the stream, but I'm gonna be some of these stories. I'm gonna chop these up and make them clips.
Okay. People need to stop fucking talking about people's moms. All right, that's my point of view.
Period. Yeah. All right, so let's jump right into this first story. It's a story right here. It says Texas has created a new law where you will have to pay child support if you are a drunk driver and kill somebody's parent. Let's play the video.
That takes effect on September 1st. What that means is if you get charged with manslaughter, if you're convicted, I should say, of manslaughter, you're going to have to pay child support if you kill a parent and they have a child, a young child. You're going to have to pay that to 18. That's in addition to all the other problems you're going to be dealing with. So please be mindful of that. I'll tweet this out so you can have an idea of what I'm referring to. That's House Bill 393.
And get convicted of intoxication manslaughter will soon face new penalties in Texas. A new state law that takes effect on Friday will force defendants to pay child support for their victims' kids. It's a type of restitution that's supposed to ease the burden for families.
Yeah, and some say this law is long overdue. 12 News reporter Kyle Orr joins us live in studio tonight with a reaction from Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Kyle.
Brenda Jordan, House Bill 393, or Bentley's Law, was named after the son of victims killed by a drunk driver. I spoke with MAD today to get their thoughts on the change.
The consequences of their action, they still have to face it every single month when they write a check.
Harsher penalties for drunk drivers convicted of intoxication manslaughter. Starting September 1st, they will pay restitution to their victims' children. The payments will start
right on time
a year
for Labor Day
after the
weekend.
defendant is released from prison and continue until those children turn 18 years old.
My brother was killed by an intoxicated driver in 2011, and my nephew was in 5th grade. And to stop and think about, the struggles, of raising a child by yourself, losing that second income.
Casey Harris is the manager of victim services with MAD.
Let me see what y'all think of this.
For people like Harris.
How do you guys feel about this? Let's open this up to the panel. You will now have to pay restitution, basically child support, for 18 years to victims' family. If you are convicted of drunk driving in Texas. Let's go to who wants to take the lead on this?
I want to vote for it. I agree.
Go for it. Tell me why.
Because what are those kids supposed to do? And if you survive and the parent doesn't because you were drunk, like, I kind of agree with that. But I don't know. I want to hear the counter argument first before I really make up my mind.
Okay. Passionate Bliss, what's up, sister? How you feel?
I can actually see both sides of the story. I would say yes, just because I'm for reformative justice. But then on the second hand, those kids are getting Social Security. They're getting their parents' life insurance. The kids are pretty much taken care of. So, and who knows if that person can actually even afford it.
How do we know the people have Social Security or life insurance? How do we know that?
That's what I was thinking.
Most parents do have that for their children, but they're going to get Social Security anyway, unless they've never worked in their lives, which I don't see how you have a family and you never worked in your life. So they're going to get Social Security. But health insurance, most jobs offer you that. So if the person was employed, they should have some, type of life insurance, or not health insurance, life insurance. So most people have something. Some of us have a little extra even, but so it's not like the kids are destitute or going, I don't know.
But it's a whole income gone. It's a second income gone for 18 years, right?
Yeah, I get that, but it's kind of like, who even knows if this is like a 20-year-old is still in college and they're drunk at a frat party, and do they even have money to pay child support? It's like, are they really going to get it?
Good point. All right, let's go. Let's pass it around. Who anybody else want to take a stab at this one?
I kind of want to respond to that a little bit, but I'll wait.
All right, cool. Go ahead, Clips.
I think it's bullshit. I think that's a violation of the 14th, the 8th, and the 6th Amendment, which a lot of laws nowadays we're seeing courts actually trying to sidestep. And these amendments, basically, they prohibit grossly disproportionate financial fines and putting someone in a financial position where not only are they criminally liable and doing this, and then they're criminally liable, but they'll be financially obligated and under hardship for the rest of their life. Once you pay your debt to society by design of this nation, you're supposed to be able to pay your debt to society and move on. And there's also victim of crime money that the children could seek. So this is just an additional thing they're trying to add onto it, and it starts being that slippery slope of double jeopardy.
Okay. We here. Talk to me. What do you think about this? New law in Texas requires drunk drivers to pay child support if they murdered the parent or guardian.
Yeah, I heard y'all talk about life insurance. That's why I jumped up. But going with this topic right here, the thing is, it's kind of crazy because if a person do get a DUI and they go to jail, they actually are going to be, in jail. So how can you pay some type of payment? You're going to be in jail. So let's see if they do give you 10 years. And then after those 10 years, let's say the child is 5. In 10 years, they'll be 15. You got 3 years to pay child support. So what would be the amount that
you paying in arrears, bro? You got to pay in arrears, nigga.
Yeah.
You got to pay them 10 years. Them 10 years you was in jail, you still got to pay those.
And see, that's the crazy part. Like, that's when it goes to be like the deadbeat, so-called deadbeat dads that they say, you're going to be in child support to the, pretty much to the day you die if that happens. And it goes without saying, where sometimes they say you do the crime, you do the crime. I mean, you do the crime, you do the time. So a lot of times you'll have a situation where, drunk college kid do some, or, just some older guy that's, just down on his luck because, you have situations where older people get, messed up. They go do this all the time. And all it took was that one time, and now they in jail. 80-year-old man. Now you got to go in his pension where he got to go stay with a daughter or son because he can't afford to stay at home no more. Like, he caught a DUI. He done. He out of here.
But he murdered somebody though, bro.
That's true. Yep.
At least he's alive. Let's go to Porto. He likes to drink and drive. Talk to me, Porto. What you think of this topic?
I don't mind it, to be honest. Yeah, I've gotten a DUI in the past. Thank God I didn't injure anybody or take their life. But yeah, I don't mind it. At the end of the day, the person who was killed, and if they have children, like they're innocent in the situation. It was a bad choice that the drunk driver made, and they they didn't tell him to get behind the wheel, and then whatever happened. So I'm not opposed to it.
Haplo, you said you had a little retort to Passion and Bliss. What was that?
Yeah. Okay. For an example, myself, right? I don't have life insurance. I don't have, and it's not like I'm doing terrible out here. I'm living a pretty good life. I don't have.
Why don't you have life insurance then?
I don't have life insurance. I don't even know if insurance would cover my son. If someone were to kill me in a drunk driving accident, where would he be at? That person, I feel, should be paying child support. They charge people with child support to men who aren't even the fathers of these kids sometimes, just because they were with the girl at that time when they got pregnant, and they helped raise the kid for the first few months, and then they're paying child support. They can get put in jail. They can do. So you're telling me if a kid has to live with their parent getting killed and no support whatsoever, then they shouldn't have this support? I don't know. Normally Clips and I agree on shit 99 times out of 100. However, on this one, I gotta be like, the 14th Amendment shit is a little bit, shaky.
Okay, anybody got a reply to that? Or y'all want me to go to the next one? Go ahead.
Well, just crazy because not true. I mean, if you sign a birth certificate, then you liable. But other than that, you just being with the woman, and you're not paying
Well,
child
in
support.
California, they can make you pay child support even if you didn't sign the birth certificate.
And I got a story. Sheet I can show you. I don't know the resolution of it. It's a guy in Detroit. I want to say it was Detroit, where he took the court knows he's not the father. They have a DNA test showing he's not the father, but in order to get benefits in Michigan, the woman has to put a guy's name down there. She's admitted, why I know he's not the dad, but I had to put somebody's name down there. So she just put the guy's name down there. He's not the father. DNA has proved he's not the father. He's still on the hook for child support and back child support. Has been arrested for this, lost his job, things of that nature. So I think it varies state to state.
Yeah, and that goes back to a broken system because, legally you can't. I mean, legally, child support is not even a thing. To be honest, if you really want to go down the road, child support, it's not lawfully to force someone against their will to pay child support. Legally, that's not even a thing. But they push it, so
people get on
therefore
child
it is.
support and go to jail for it. Then
And yet, in reality,
court order, you get court order child support.
And yet, in reality, people have to pay child support. We could talk about, I'm a sovereign citizen and I don't have to do this and that.
It's not even just about being a sovereign citizen.
Yeah. Well, that shit doesn't work. That shit doesn't work.
Let them finish though. Tell me why. Yeah. Tell me why you say, like, it sounds good what you said, but that's not reality though. Like, people go to jail for child support every day. It's a whole section of the court set up, family court. People go to jail for child support.
Plenty of my friends have been in jail for child support.
Yeah, I know, because of the fees. See, child support is like one of the biggest things. Like, a lot of people, they know, like, the fees. That's why they don't do paternity tests. If they would do mandatory paternity tests for every man that has a child, the child support system would be ruined because the fees. That's how they make their money off fees. California, I think one year made like almost $40 million in fees. They pay hella money in child support. Hell, what was it? What was the singer or whatever guitar player pay like $37,000 a month? So, hey, the fees add up.
So then they should just go ahead and pay the child support, and then they won't get fees. But and then the thing is that we know already that only 43% of people receive their court-ordered child support. So even if you order child support as a part of these guys' punishment, the probability is that most of them are not going to pay it, going by statistics. So, now this is where you enter into double jeopardy. So now you're going to start putting him in jail. He's already served his time for the manslaughter. So now you're going to put him in jail for child support. So now you penalize him twice for the same crime. So
that's what I was alluding to earlier.
Yeah.
And it's certain things like this, me and Passion and Bliss often disagree, but like she just proved my point. If you really know the language of the 6th, 8th, and 14th Amendments, they really can't do this. They technically can't do this with child support, but only a few people individually have successfully argued this. But yeah, it's actually illegal for them to put you in a situation where there is no realistic way of you ever getting out of debt or making any sort of true full restitution. It's illegal.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
I like what Stone Tangerine said. I will stay in jail for life then for the murder. Then you want to pay child support and go home, or you want to stay in prison for the rest of your life because you did kill somebody.
Yeah, now that's what I agree with. If they want to toughen up on the punishment, then give them mandatory 20 years. That might, make them stay off the streets. And really, in this day and age, there's really no excuse for drunk driving. They got Ubers. You can go in groups like we used to do back in the day and have a designated driver. There's really no excuse to be out there drinking and driving. So if they want to toughen up on the laws and give them 20 years mandatory, I'm good with that.
I also agree too. Like, honestly, and that's my thing. I'm sick of a predatory judicial system. Like, if you violate this, okay, go ahead and do your time. And instead of something like where there's not going to be no resolution, but it's just going to be this Ouroboros sort of self-feeding ongoing thing. Like, no, that's wasting taxpayers' time and money. You know what I'm saying? If, at the very least, give him the option. You can pay this, or like you were saying, Mark, you can pay this to go to jail, but to just put somebody in this situation because of the situation they already got themselves into. All right, at the end of the day, it's up to God to judge people.
Yeah, but the court, I get what you're saying in theory. That will be a final judgment, but in the meantime, some of these niggas, you got to lock them up, bro.
I agree. Throw them there. If ain't nothing coming of it, throw. But you shouldn't just put them in a situation where, we're going to let you out. But under the terms of you being out, you basically are a living slave. You don't work.
But this is not beyond the norm, though, Clips. The good thing for these people with the child support, whatever their court order child support is, it will be income based and it will end at a certain time at 18, no matter what. It ends at 18, right? Some people have to pay such high restitution off their crimes. They're in the same position anyway, whether it was a burglary, a robbery, credit card theft, hit and runs, whatever it is. Sometimes people have to pay restitution in court, and that keeps them in debt way past. They pay that literally for the rest of their life. And I love that shirt too. I need one of those too.
And thank you. And no, but
wrap it up. We got to
that proves my second point. Okay, they already have victims of crime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody hits you in the car. You could also simply take them after the criminal stuff. You could take them. There's already a legal mechanism for any victims of any crime to be made whole. Okay, so don't take a cannon to kill a mosquito. That's just predatory.
Fair enough. We got to table this one there, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go to this next one. Gunplay. Rapper Gunplay. We covered this story last week. Rapper Gunplay was in the news. He got arrested for allegedly waving a fire. Was it a firearm? Yeah, he pulled a firearm on his wife and his child. New footage has surfaced in relation to that. Gunplay is seen on camera right here having a drunken rage. According to his wife who put this out, the MMG rapper was seen on camera, according to Vanshay Taylor Morales, basically saying this dude just went into a drunken rage because she poured out the rest of his Hennessy, if I'm not mistaken. Hennessy. So he goes over to the television, begins smashing it with a frying pan. Let's play the footage. We'll react to it.
Let me know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna record.
Yeah.
You throw out all my shit, right? All my shit is gone?
Hit me with it. You want to hit me with it? Okay.
Everything's gone? Is everything? Did you
go ahead and do what you're doing?
Did you
Please
throw
go ahead
out
and do
my
what you're
shit?
doing.
Did you throw out my shit? You think I care about a charge? Did you throw out all my shit for me wanting to buy another bottle of Hennessy? Huh? Let me know. Let me know. Man, you's a fucking cop.
He called her a cop. So he goes over, bam, and he's smashing his TV with a frying pan in a drunken rage right here. As you can see, throws the frying pan down.
The morning after when he sobers up.
Here we go.
This will give me a new TV now.
Yeah, we gotta go get a new TV. We'll be right back with the new one.
And he's seemingly laughing like ain't nothing wrong. Passion of Bliss, take the lead on this one. What you think of this story?
It won't be long before it's her getting smashed with the frying pan. So I hope she taking that seriously. It would have made more sense to me if he'd have smashed something of hers that belonged to her. But dude, that's your TV. So, but I guess when you're drunk, you're not gonna make sense. But he didn't actually seem that drunk to me. He seemed pretty sober when he smashed that TV. But she should see that certainly as a slippery slope. The next time, it won't be long before it's her.
Clips, go ahead, talk to me. What you think?
In vitro veritas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in with the wine, out with the truth. A lot of people, you know, Gunplay's got a lot of his issues, you know. I ain't go, you know, to where he still got his demons he fights with. And I think sometimes when you have friends and you're around people who have them struggles, you've got to ask yourself at some point, am I an enabler by still smoking or drinking with him? Because I know this person has no real impulse governor. He can't really govern himself accordingly once he starts, you know what I'm saying, getting off that shit. And I mean, hell, if he did all that dumb shit and he pulled out the Roscoe on the babies over some goddamn Rice Krispies or whatever, you know, nigga might need to sit down and maybe this time he can dry up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, but I wish him nothing but the best, man.
Okay, talk to me. Pudo,
Yes, sir.
Talk to me,
I
man.
got a question. At the end of the clip, like when he's saying he's got to go buy another TV, was she laughing as well? I could have sworn I caught like a little laugh that she was laughing as well.
I'm not
Like she
sure.
chuckled.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. No, it just caught me off guard because, like, I don't know. I just don't know, like, why people would put this on social media. I mean,
Well, she
I mean,
didn't
like,
put it out on social media now. She kept this. She kept this like in the files. It came out now since he's been arrested, and basically he's saying, "Yo, she tripping. I ain't do that." I think this. She put this out to substantiate, like, "Hey, look, him pulling the gun out the other day wasn't the first time he went into some kind of drunken rage. She's filmed this before. She filmed this. She didn't film the firearm." But
yeah, well,
as far as I know, this is she didn't release this till now that she's filing for divorce.
yeah. Then I'm with Passionate Bliss. I mean, she needs to get away from dude because her head's gonna be the next one on the end of that frying pan, man. You guys nuts.
Okay, Haplo, talk to me. What's your take?
Yeah, I'm really not that familiar with this case, so I don't really want to comment other than, was this Spence?
Wild, bro.
Definitely looked like that TV at the end of the fight.
I mean, it sounds like something Spence would do, bro.
Dubois.
Look at the face. Look at it. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Mark. I was meaning to say, yo, we need to get the graphic. We need to get Terrence Crawford like Ghostface Killer for the More Fish album. More Fish.
Bro, I'm about to kill y'all with these memes, man. My software got this new thing where it's like AI generated.
Oh, you
power AI. So all I had to type in was man boxing a shark, and it gave me all kind of images. I was typing in all kind of shit, man, and I got a whole bunch of new images, man. I'm about to be the meme machine for this next fight. It's gonna be hilarious. But anybody got anything else on this as far as gunplay and his situation going on with his lady? I guess not. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next topic. I do want to say this. Keeping it right here, kind of like this is gonna be a blind reaction. I don't even know what this one is, but this is reggaeton. Actually, I'm gonna skip that one. I'll skip that one for now. We'll keep it short.
Why are you skipping reggaeton? Are you anti-Puerto Rican?
I'm gonna do my thing in my order, man. You gotta trust me. Trust the process.
Okay.
Puerto Rican got going. He was like, "Hey, man, what on? That's our shit."
No, I got you because I wanted to flow a certain way. Even now, you know what I'm saying? It's freestyling, but I still wanted to flow a certain way. Bandman Kevo. Y'all familiar with Bandman Kevo? Bandman Kevo got in a little trouble not too long ago. People been clowning Bandman Kevo because he got his body done and all that stuff. He got liposuction, got some abs put in, all this shit. But
he got a BBL.
But people are clowning Bandman Kevo. People are clowning Bandman Kevo right now because he went and got a Trump tattoo with Donald Trump's mugshot. I'll play the clip and I'll let you guys respond afterwards. All right. But Bandman Kevo went and got the Trump man. The Trump mugshot tattooed on his thigh. Let's react to it. Let's play it.
Get Donald Trump's mugshot tatted on you.
Actually, this is my second Trump tattoo.
Second Trump tattoo.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest?
The Trump mugshot. Have you ever met Trump yet?
No, I feel like I will though.
Why would you get someone tatted that you don't even know?
If I get a $100 bill, right? And I say I want this $100 bill guy tatted on me. You never met that person on the $100 bill, so it's the same thing.
But Trump said so many remarks against Black people, Hispanic people, like all different types of colors, class, and he's not even for your people.
Just like a $100 bill sign. People are like, let me get that on me. But he was a whole slave owner. You know what I mean?
I was looking at some of the comments, man, and you've been getting a lot of hate. They said Uncle Tom tatted his master on his body. A house getting marked. Donald Trump wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire.
I got more money than them, so that's all that matters. Really, Biden is not for the rich. He actually got me paying a lot in taxes. I mean, I feel like the Democrats is more like for people who need help. Oh, we'll give you this. You can get more food stamps or more of this or more of that. You know, to be honest, Trump got me out of jail like 6 months early.
Are you serious? So
Yeah.
Trump pardoned you.
Yeah.
How did you get Trump to pardon you?
I don't know, to be honest. My lawyer, you know, I got the best lawyers always. So
What was the charge you called? If you don't mind me
bank
asking?
fraud.
All right. Bandman Kevo. Trump tattoo on his thigh.
He's a homosexual.
Take the lead. Go ahead, Pastor Bliss.
He's a homosexual, and he's trying to cover up his latent homosexuality. He goes and puts a white man on his thigh because he wants to caress his thighs while thinking about the white man on his legs. He's a homosexual. This is an act of homosexuality.
We don't believe. Damn, Pastor Bliss, tell us how you really feel. Okay. Pass it around. Anybody else? How do y'all feel about Bandman Kevo reasoning for getting his Trump tattoo?
I mean, well, you know, shout out to Passionate Bliss for making sure we don't bury the lead.
Right.
Thank you for getting the bullshit out the way so we can actually talk about this. Buffoon, trigger, rhymes with, oh yeah. First of all, man, yeah, look out, man. He doing the most, man. All right, look.
Big ass Trump tattoo.
Yeah, man. Look, man. I can see that man. I can see that man in a lawn jockey outfit getting clapped at the motherfucking Klan rally. Getting his cheeks clapped at the Klan rally. I can see him right there. He hold the tiki torch for him. Well, I'm trying to tell you. But you know what? He rich though. Master put him in some jewels, and you know what I'm saying, looking like Django when first time he got to pick his own clothes out, just running around, just proud to be looking like a goddamn fool.
Talk to me, Porto. What's your take on Bandman Kevo getting the Donald Trump tattoo on his thigh?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's like it reminded me of the drop he always put is like, oh, you worship him. I mean, that's the guy that got him out of jail, bro. I mean, y'all niggas worship him. I mean, he's free to do whatever he wants, man. I don't know, man. Goofy dude, bro. I don't know. Weird dude.
What I will say is this: I didn't know till now that he got out of jail 6 months early because of Donald Trump. I didn't know that. But 6 months ain't a whole bunch of time like where I gotta shave my sentence, bro. You know, where I gotta get your face tattooed. And then did you clear my record too? Like, I don't know. And even then I wouldn't get such a big tattoo. I wouldn't even do a tattoo. I would just say, hey, I support him. Like, I don't have to put 6 months out of jail early, a tattoo, like a 8-inch tattoo on your thigh. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's a little, I don't know.
They sell MAGA hats. I mean, you know.
Yeah, just buy the hat. Hey, look, even that, you even getting a MAGA tattoo saying something MAGA is better than getting somebody's face on. But Passionate Bliss brought up what was it? Passionate Bliss? Did you just say that? I don't know.
Yeah, she said it. She did that.
Yeah, I mean,
like, how did you derive that though? Because he kept explaining about, well, you don't know the man. Well, I don't know Benjamin Franklin, and people don't know him, and they be getting tattoos of Benjamin Franklin or a dollar sign on them all the time. What do you think of his rationale for that?
That's baloney. He's already paid for that pardon. Trump is not doing anything out of the goodness of his heart. Either his lawyer owes Donald Trump a favor, or he calls in favors for those things, like the way he did with Lil Wayne and them, and having them come out and speak for him. He calls in favors, and his favor was not put a tattoo of me on your thigh. He paid for that already. His lawyer paid for that already. He's sitting up there with Liberace, looking like Liberace, with all the rings on his fingers. He couldn't wait to hike up his thigh in front of everybody. His shirt is open down to his stomach. This is a gay man. I mean, what do y'all need to see him in the act to actually believe that this is a gay man here acting out his gay fantasies?
Hey, yo, we got to make that a drop.
This whole thing's about to be a clip, man. Go ahead, Pastor. Let it cook. Go ahead. I'm time stamping this shit clips while we talking right now. It's real time. I got it. Go ahead, Bliss.
You got the flow.
I'm just saying. And even the leg that's not out.
Hey, look, he playing that shit. That's why he wore that
short.
short set, huh?
This is totally gay. This is a gay man. He just didn't march in the Pride Parade. I mean, y'all need to see him on the float. He's trying to tell you in every way he can, and he probably didn't even miss that last 6 months. He probably wanted to stay in there longer, but he just got out because they got him out. Why didn't he get him out before 6?
All right, we can table that. We can table that. Eclipse, you got anything else to add or put over before we go to the next one?
Throw the towel. Throw the damn towel.
I'm good.
All right, keeping it right here with Donald Trump news. It's a viral video. So, black man telling people, hey, look, if you really want to fuck over this government, vote Donald Trump. You got to vote Donald Trump in if you really want to fuck over the government. Vote Donald Trump in. Let me play his clip, and then we can react.
Video is to every single black person out there. If you really want to fuck over this government that has fucked over your ancestors, if you really want to fuck over this government that helped kill Martin Luther King Jr., if you really want to help fuck over this government that killed Malcolm X, that killed Huey, and that destroyed the...
I thought the nigga was about to bust a freestyle real quick. When the beat came in, I thought the nigga was about to start rapping. Hold on, let's get it.
Black Panther Party. If you really want to fuck over this government, I'm asking you to do me a favor. Go vote for Donald Trump. Can't you see how these fucking devils are running around here scared to fucking death of this man?
Bro, dead ass serious too. He doing his campaign speech right here. What's his name? American Politics. He don't even spell that shit right. He spells politics with a K. I can't trust a nigga who can't spell politics talking to me about politics.
Because they don't want they fucking evil, sick asses locked up. So black people.
I don't know if I can trust a nigga in 2023 doing videos in a do-rag neither. Like he taking over for the 992,000. He on this Joel Santana shit.
You really want to piss these fucking races.
Okay, so I get the gist though. Let me see.
For us for the longest, and it's been there. Vote for Donald Trump.
All right, so that's his message though. Okay. Porto, you take the lead on this one. What do you think my man said? If you really want to fuck over this government, vote Donald Trump. Dude says the black community needs to vote for Trump. What's your take?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he puts 2 and 2 together. To be honest, a vote for Donald Trump will. I don't know. I mean, he's obviously not talking to the Mexicans, you know, because he's directed towards the black community. He's saying like, you know, if you want to end racism, you know, vote for Donald Trump. I mean, with all the racist shit Donald Trump has said, I mean, kind of doesn't compute in my head.
Did he say end racism? I didn't hear that part. Did he say that?
Yeah, he said something about racism. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what he was trying to tie it to, because he's like, if you want to, you know, like, you know, get rid of the dudes and, you know, kill Malcolm X, killed Martin Luther King, all that stuff, you know. So I think that's what he's trying to equate to it. You know, I don't know how.
To be fair, he didn't say get rid of him. He said fuck them over. If you want to fuck them over.
Oh yeah. I took it as like get rid of them, but I mean, like fuck over. I mean, what does that mean?
Fuck over is to make you kind of like have egg on your face. Get rid of you mean put you in the dirt, like Bud Crawford did Errol Spence.
We'll
never forget. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't understand how a vote for Donald Trump is to fuck over the government. But I mean, I think a vote for Donald Trump is to fuck over everybody. But I mean, that's just me. But yeah. I mean, everybody's. I don't know.
All right. Anybody who want to go?
Yeah.
Y'all can go in order.
I mean, he said some true things to support a backward statement. For one, they're not going to allow Donald Trump to be president again. He was a national embarrassment. White people were so embarrassed of Donald Trump, they couldn't stand it. And if you crack a joke about Donald Trump, these white people face, they just go straight, especially where I am in South Carolina, because they love Trump. The state voted for him. And if you crack a joke about his behavior, those white people's faces just drop. They are embarrassed of him. They have no intention of letting him get back in that White House. Because white people, for one thing, they like to take the moral high ground and pretend that they're better than other people's. You can't do that with Donald Trump in the White House clowning and making an embarrassment of himself and the whole world, for the whole world to see, saying all the racist stuff they saying in the country club that they don't want us to know that they've been saying. He's up there on TV saying it all, showing everybody exactly what they are, how they think, and how they feel. They will never allow him back in that White House. They're going to convict him. It's going to be a misdemeanor because they also don't want a president in jail, but they're going to convict him so that he can't legally run again. He's not going to get in that White House again. But even if he was, that's no reason to misuse your vote. Your vote is supposed to be for the betterment of the country, not to play a practical joke on the country, you know. And also, you're putting somebody that's unqualified in an office where he's appointing Supreme Court justices who get in there and overturn Roe versus Wade. That's what you did the first time that you let him in there. He appointed all these judges on the state level, as well as, you know, the appellate level, as well as the Supreme Court. And he's a lot of his judges that he appointed hundreds of judges while he was in there. And those things, the rulings that they're making are turning this country upside down. They're over there in Mississippi bringing back, got there in Jim Crow. So you can't just cast your vote aside to make a ridiculous point to screw somebody over. That's not what your vote is for. So he said he made some good statements to support a ridiculous action. So he was probably paid by somebody to say that. I guess he's a compensated endorser. It needs to be running under the screen. I don't know if Trump Foundation paid him to say that. And maybe some of these dumb coons will actually follow him and think that's cute, but it's not.
All right. Passionate bliss. I appreciate it. Haplo, you ready to go?
I was born ready.
Let's go, Canelo.
Let me say this. The guy's statement, I'm not commenting on anyone else on the panel and what they said. The guy's statement in and of itself is ridiculous. Okay? In order to break the racist system, vote for Donald Trump, who all the racist people in America support. Like, that was the downfall of fucking Donald Trump. Donald Trump, had he gotten in, which he did, had he gotten in and then said, hey, I'm not with all this racism shit, he would have been like maybe one of the, like, a good president. But he didn't do that. He lets these people follow and tag along with him, and he dog whistles constantly to these fucking racists. So why this guy thinks that voting Donald Trump in again would help racism is beyond me. He's an idiot, and he needs to get a new look, by the way, because he looks like shit. He looks like second-rate fucking corrupt from the dog pound.
Yo, he Walmart version of corrupt.
Doesn't he look like him, kind of?
Great value. Great value. All right. I got you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was it.
All right. Clips, you on deck.
I'm going to be very brief. The only way that we advance as a society is to advance as a society. Many things that we say, especially amongst our circles, are about among the people. But understand that the Black diaspora is the human diaspora. I am an American. The very concept of voting to fuck up my government is seditious on so many levels. And I don't even like that shit. You need to fix these motherfuckers. You need to fix and get the corruption out of the government and bring the power back to the people. And putting the bull in the china shop is not the option. They tried it once. All we got was a shit show and a sitcom with a few very divisive points scored for the far right. That will probably throw our country further away from true unity and cohesion that pull us together.
I agree.
Okay,
You
Pete.
can, yeah, you can get on your camera and you can get on your cam like he did. Put up your middle finger and say screw you. You don't use your vote to say screw you to people.
Let's think about it. When you like say in your city, let's say we vote local crackhead Larry in as mayor of our city. All right, nigga, don't start tripping when the trash don't show up because Mayor Larry ain't paying nobody. He spoke it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Don't start tripping when shit in your city start getting fucked up and start talking about, oh man, the government, whatever. This ain't a joke.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
I can't disagree with my good brother on that one.
This is what I was saying. Very interesting. Because my option is people that push pedophilia, people that's racist. So which one do I choose? That's my choices.
The point is, that's your choice.
All right, so since it's my choice, then if I choose my choice, then why do people get so upset when people choose their choice? Because that's usually what happens in these kind of conversations.
I'm not mad at anyone voting for Trump, bro, but I feel like Trump fucked up by not disassociating himself with the racist people that support him.
Okay, that's cool. Just think about this, though. So how can I, in my right mind, say the guy that assisted with the crime bill that locked my people up, I should vote for him?
Can you speak up a little bit, man? You sound like you laying in bed, man.
No, I'm not laying in bed. Can you hear me? It's not me.
A little bit.
Is it me being the coon voting for the guy that passed the crime bill, that helped pass the crime, or is it me being a coon voting for the guy that didn't pass?
KP, can I propose that instead of putting yourself in a position where you could be a coon of any kind?
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is that, bro?
No.
The reason I'm phrasing it that way.
I understand what you're saying. Let me answer. Instead of that, why don't we get more active within our politics and put active live dogs, young, vibrant people? We talk about all these old fucks that run our government.
That's the problem.
We don't push our no, stop. No, you're not doing that. You put it to
let them finish, KP. Let them finish in full.
You put it to a position where we don't want Joe Biden as to get the Democratic nod of sitting president or not. And if you're a Republican, you push it to where you don't have Donald Trump as your nominee. And you really push these candidates in your local, regional, and then on a state and national level. That is how you do that. But no, we sit back and wait and we judge and we bitch when, you know what I'm saying, you got to have some skin in the game when it comes to this shit, because no, it's not funny to just send whoever the fuck in there who can just arbitrarily make decisions that will affect not only you, but your grandchildren.
Okay, the decisions that's been made before in the 80s, 90s, and 2000 has put the country in the state that it's in. So it's amazing to me, though, because the media points things in a certain manner every time. They do this all the time. I'm not saying I'm for Trump. I'm not saying I'm for Biden. I'm opposing the thought process that if I pick Trump, that I'm this, that, and the third because I picked Trump. Well, what am I if I pick Biden? Tell me what I am if I pick Biden.
If you pick
I'd like to know that.
All right, so let's take it to the extremes. You're a coon if you pick Trump. If you pick Trump, you a bucket shuffling goddamn coon. But if you vote for Biden, you are a corrupt, morally ambiguous, probably gay motherfucker. Is that what we at as a nation? We really want to play this game? That's what I'm saying to you. Now, do we we're going to these extremes. This is where we're at. That's what I said. We're going. So let's not do this. Let's not do this as a nation.
Yeah, there really isn't any room for 80 and 70-year-old dudes to be running no country no more. They really don't need to be. They really don't. So they got 70 and 80-year-old dudes running the country. Neither party has produced anybody that's worth voting for. They got these dudes in the consciousness, and they basically double ARP members and senior citizens.
Well, they got no. I refuse to believe that. I'm not a fan of human beings in general, but I do believe that there are some exceptional candidates on both the left and the right side of the wing. And here's another thing: if the people are so dissatisfied with politics, why don't we break the paradigm of the dual party system? Simple things by active voting. And you're in the local neighborhood in Missouri, KP, what you could easily do is if you get some brothers together, you know what I'm saying, whether, really team up. And if you could say, we got 250 to 500 votes within this ward of the city that we all agree, we have our little meetings on the issues, and we say we're going to vote this way or that way. So if we can guarantee this many votes, I'm just talking in the bullshit hundreds on the city level. Guess what? That candidate's got to really come and talk to you and address your concerns. And actually, you could have sway and put up your candidates and move them without making a big deal about it. Like, yeah, this is KP's guy. No, this is a candidate that is pushing the line that you agree with, that you can guarantee you can put that. It's like promoting a show. Mark can film me on this. I can guarantee I could put this many asses in this seat. They start getting some leeway. You know what I'm saying? You start getting some say so.
But to bring it back full circle, though, this guy, like Passionate Bliss said, he's not even talking about policy and things like that. He's talking about, if you want to fuck these people over who killed Malcolm X, vote for Donald Trump. That's what he's saying. He's not talking about policy, KP.
Yeah, I know dude's not talking about policy, but what it does is that video just inflames people and makes them have rage because of what he said and the manner that he said it. So it makes them take the other position because of what he said. It gets a reaction out of people. Social media, that's what it is. The thing is that a lot of our people are just too emotionally charged to just sit down and deal with policy decisions based on not whether or not you're a party member of Democrat or Republican, you just based on policy. So if you vote on policy, that's different. Most people don't vote on policy. They vote on what their mom and them voted on back in the day. That's how most African American people vote. To say that's not the truth, you must be lying to yourself.
That's very true. That's why we're approached and we're dealt with as a monolith, because especially depending on the region, you're still you may not live a 1950s, 60s lifestyle, but you still adhere and walk within a 1950s church law by good Southern Baptist, whatever, Negro mentality and policy. You're going to vote what Mama did. You're going to do what Big Mama would have did.
In general, I think most people vote based on what the party stands for. Republicans are standing for rich people getting richer and the poor people getting poorer. That's what Republicans stand for. Democrats.
How doesn't the Democrats stand for the same?
Let her finish. Let's not be reactionary.
So you're not going to win with the Republican Party. So for most people, it's just divided that way. Which one cares more about the masses? And as a platform, the Democratic Party cares more about the people who don't have. The Republicans don't give a god darn about people who don't have. And so I think in general, black people, that's mostly the way they see it. Most of the black people that I know. Now, different as far as on a local level, that's really what's going to affect your day to day. And the people that I'm around and that I know, we're actually more focused on our local politics and our state politics. As far as that goes. But you're looking at which party is going to do the most for you and the people you know. And that's really the big divider between the two parties, as far as the average working person is thinking. And that's the way they vote.
All right, now go ahead, KP.
I think that's a blanket statement as far as that goes, because
it's audio.
Can you hear me?
It's staticking real bad now. While you talking.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
All right, I switched it. Oh man, I lost my train of thought, but it's just
she was talking about Republicans being For the
for
rich getting richer,
for
yeah,
themselves.
and the rich getting
Yeah,
richer,
yeah.
and of course they poor.
I mean, that's a flawed argument because I'm watching Joe Biden spend 40 years in the Senate. I don't know when the last time he probably paid for something himself that he didn't pay from taxpayers' money. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's a flawed argument.
Or his
It's a waste
son
of
Let,
time.
getting
let him
money.
finish out. Let him finish out, please.
Oh, I was just
It's a
trying to
waste.
add on, or his son getting money from China for him. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. It's a flawed argument. It's a waste of time. If Americans want socialism, then that's what they'll vote for, because that seems to be where we're going. If you pay close attention to what's going on, socialism, Marxism, that's where we're going. That's where we're at. And if you know what they mean, if you don't know what they mean, look them up. But that's where we're headed to. If you want universal basic income, they will give you that. But then you got to comply, and then you'll have full-blown flat fascism, basically. So if that's what you want, that's what you're gonna get.
That's cap, man. Get out of here, man.
Okay, go ahead.
There's other countries out there that have that right now, and they're not fascist countries.
Wait, other countries that have what?
Other countries have like universal health care. That's not a fascist thing.
No, not that. But what he just said was golden.
Man, these folks. Okay, go ahead.
Marxism leads you nowhere but to hell.
That's not what. That's. I get what you. I get. Yes, Marxism that, but what he's describing is not Marxism.
Yeah,
that's the fear that they put in people's head to get you to vote against your own interests. Even even with healthcare. Let's just keep it at healthcare. We vote against free healthcare all the time. And guess who's voting against your free healthcare? People who get free healthcare for the rest of their life. Those government officials get free healthcare for the rest of their life while they telling you we can't do it. Or they tell you, hey, that's gonna make us a socialist country, or to have doctors and nurses thinking, oh, you're not gonna make no money under this system. It's a documentary out called Sicko by Michael Moore. I'll challenge y'all to look at it. Great documentary, man. And basically, in a nutshell, what I just said is what that whole documentary is about. People vote against our own interests, and we think that's a bad thing to have global health care for everybody. Like, you shouldn't leave the hospital with a bill for your baby. Okay, you said we can't get abortions? All right, we can't get abortions. Who's gonna help me pay for this motherfucker?
Okay, global healthcare is one thing, but the socialism that people want in America.
Stay with me on this, low. Keep it on the healthcare. Okay. That's something that we vote against our own interests all the time, because people are told that if you're doing this, you're gonna be poor, or hey, if you do this, man, if they give you global healthcare, man, that means they would have made you had to get the vaccine and all this kind of it's just.
Well, I will say this.
I passed the mic. Go ahead, Hap, and Passion. Well, we got to leave it here. We got to go to the
healthcare. As somebody who works in healthcare, I'll say this. What will happen is if we get, and which is why, and I'm speaking as someone who's always had healthcare, and I realize that predisposes me to be less concerned. But I will say this. If we actually were to get globalized healthcare, we will have the same issues that they have in other countries like England, that the healthcare system has become so saturated with new participants now who are coming because they have healthcare that we now have to wait, a year to get a dental appointment. We now have to wait, 2 and 3 years to see somebody about our cancer specialist. And we have people who actually come to this country for healthcare because they're just so bogged down in their country because everybody can get it. They're so bogged down and backed up that people are dying waiting to see specialists for certain conditions. And
people die over here with no treatment at all, though. Like you,
Mark, you're not listening.
Treatment here.
She's in the healthcare industry. Listen,
but I'm just saying,
and I wasn't happy. Or my wife isn't.
That's where a lot of us see. Because as a healthcare provider, we're not ever worried about our jobs. We're not ever worried about not getting paid. That's nothing we worry about ever.
Job security, huh? Job security.
What we worry about is that is the fact that the healthcare will become less effective, and we'll see less people getting better because these people that by the time they get to us, they're in such poor shape that we can't help them because they had to wait a year or 2 or 3 to get in there. And you see higher, death rates, higher mortality, higher, issues that we're not having now in that way because the healthcare is not that saturated the way it would be if it was national healthcare. But that's the only thing that I see. And that's the only reason why I have a tendency to not vote for it, because I feel like it's going to bog us down and make it worse over here the way it is over there. Because you do have people flying in here to this country, coming here, foreigners, because they don't have to wait that long to get here because they have the money. They have the money.
But those same people, but those same people fly to England too. And if you got money in England, you can pay to jump that line. That's the universal health care. Just means you're guaranteed you will get some kind of care. But money always jumps the line. But we got people over here that even in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, they can never afford that treatment. They'll never be able to do it. They don't even last that 2 or 3 years to get to that appointment. They dead already over here. Like they do have a long.
Bro, you don't think that happens over there?
You know they have. They can't go at all though. They at least have an opportunity to even know what's going on.
Bro, everyone here has the opportunity as well.
That's not true, bro.
They do.
That's not true. Well, how about this? Just to be fair though, I just want to do a stat for you for the record. I know Passionate Bliss like stats, facts, and data. The UK has a longer life expectancy than America. So, and ironically, it's about 3 years.
Tibet does too. You want to live there?
I mean, depending on where at Tibet, I might just want to live in Tibet.
I don't know what the language is Tibet. I don't speak Tibetan, whatever that is. I speak UK though. I speak English. Speak the Queen's English, right?
I learned Hindi. I learned Hindi or Tibetan.
It's the king. It's the king now, bro.
Okay, fair enough. Let's table this here, cause I got to go to the next topic. I think we've been on this one too long anyway.
Pause.
Well, Clips, fuck you, man. Where we want to go with this one?
This is on fucking fire tonight, by the way.
Let's go to something on a lighter note, right? On a lighter note, y'all heard about this story? Young Thug's lawyer is trying to get his homeboy removed from the case. He was like, "Yo, something is up with this guy." Y'all heard about this story? Oh my God. Let me cue the video. But just a little backstory on this. As you know, Young Thug is a rapper here in Atlanta, has been charged with the RICO. Got hit with the RICO. Racketeering, they're charging these guys with bodies, all kind of stuff is going on. Money laundering, pistols. Say they put out hits on people. It's a lot thing. Damn, it's a long ass ad. They got a whole minute ad on this shit. It's like 30 seconds through. A part of me want to refresh, but I was like, nah, just leave it. But basically, Buddy is in the courtroom tweaking. And some people say he might be faking it. Some saying, hey, no, he probably got a hit of some bad dope in court. Nonetheless.
No, not the face. Bobby Brown jaw.
Nonetheless, this video is kind of wild, man. It's kind of wild. I think we good now. Let me share the screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. Buddy is wilding in the courtroom. Y'all think he playing? Y'all think he's serious? Did he get a hold of some bad dope in court?
Yeah, because they've been passing out dope in court.
Okay, well, I ain't Judge Glamble, and I don't play, so stop showing out. All right, let's see. Mr. Jimenez, you want to tell your client to get a grip on himself?
Any objections? After we get a chance to review the transcripts.
Mr. Dorsey, are you in concurrence, sir? Could you make an audible response just so I know you can? That's a nonverbal response. Can you make an audible response for me, sir?
Wow.
We might have to take up an issue once we're done. Once we come back out.
Say again?
We might have to bring up an issue once we get back next week. At this point, with the way things have turned lately, I might need the court to require us competency, Your Honor. Any objections? After we get a chance to review the transcripts.
Mr. Dorsey, are you in concurrence, sir? Could you make an audible response just so I know you can? That's a nonverbal response. Can you make an audible response for me, sir?
Wow.
You know, we might have to take up an issue like once we're done. Once we come back out.
Say again?
We might have to bring up an issue once we get back next week. I mean, at this point.
For the purposes of just drawing, your client, I noticed, has been doing the same behavior, and I believe Judge Adams inquired into it as well. So I don't believe that he may be doing just for the purposes of just drawing attention to himself. But of course, sir, as you are well aware, I'm duty bound to consider whatever it is you want to tell me. But your client's nodded in affirmance. He just has some extra movements that the court is noticing, and he's done that the entirety of this particular proceeding. So you haven't said anything up to this point in time, so I'm going to assume that that's something that you and he are working through.
Yes, ma'am. And then on Tuesday, what time are we on Tuesday?
9 o'clock, yeah, let's see. Hold on, wait 1 second. Tuesday the 6th?
The 5th.
The 5th? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I apologize. Whatever you feel necessary, Mr. Steele. We'll take that up accordingly. Okay? Anybody else? All right. Unless there's any other inquiry of me, then we'll see you all tomorrow morning for a few people to examine. All right.
Wow. What y'all think going on here? Y'all think he playing? Y'all think he's serious? What do y'all think going on? Who wants to take the lead? Go ahead, Clips.
Buddy, a real one. Oh man. First of all, shout out to Buddy for voguing in the middle of the court. He a real one. Hey, everything will be taken care of. And I get it, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It might be desperate times. It might have had you pinched up, trying to make you get on it, you know what I'm saying, give up the guys. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to try to drop another album and be back on the streets like somebody else I ain't gonna name. But so, you know, hey, take the old dirty route, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know what I'm saying? Tell them you like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, right there in the courtroom. There you go, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Get all this shit out.
All right. J-Dub. Go ahead, J-Dub. Let me go to J-Dub. J-Dub going once. J-Dub going twice. Unmute your mic, J-Dub. All right. Go ahead, KP. Or Passionate Bliss.
Well, he is playing. He is playing in their face. He is trying to obviously either get a mistrial. He's trying to be considered incompetent. Or he might be trying to just get himself thrown off so his friend can be separate. They might have this plan because his friend don't look like he fazed. He don't look like, you know, he's impressed by it. So he probably is aware of what he's doing. They done set this up. They planning this mess. He is clowning and playing in their face. I don't know why they even allow him to sit there and continue doing that. Why didn't I get him examined by a psychiatrist? He is playing all over that courtroom. I ain't never seen nobody play in court that much in my life. That is hilarious. I am cracking up over here.
Wow. Y'all ain't buying it. Y'all ain't buying it. Okay. Let me see. Hold on, KP. Hold on. J-Dub, talk to me.
Was that too much?
No. I can hear you now.
I think it was too much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it. You ain't buying it, J-Dub?
Yeah. You know what? I saw some outstanding fights on the UFC tonight. Did you guys see that? Man, that crowd was something else on that French crowd. Man, those guys are like, that's way people here.
Are you okay? I appreciate it, J-Dub. Thanks for pulling up. Yeah, go ahead, KP. Respond to the video.
Am I clear?
It's staticky a little bit. Whatever you did is staticky now. Try it again.
Let's roll. Yo, so cuz thizzing on that motherfucker, man. He thizzing, bro. He went back in time and got some of that good Mac Dre. He got what he needed, and he's right in court. He's playing it right out. He's trying to get off without talking.
Well, they're trying to get his lawyers, they're trying to get him off Young Thug's case. He don't want Young Thug affiliate Polo. He's trying to get him removed from his trial.
So he's trying to get dude removed from his trial.
Like,
so
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like,
but there's one out of, he still got a whole bunch of people left.
He got, he got a lot of them. Man, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. He trying to play it out, man. He trying to get off of there. So maybe he gonna get what he want. But I think he might be really on that shit, unless he's a good actor.
I think he might have got some bad dope in there. Talk to me, Roger's son. What up? What up, though?
Shit, can't call it. What to do, man? You from the D? What up, though? You sound like my homie from the D.
Nah, I'm not from Detroit. I'm not from Detroit. I got a lot of homies from Detroit.
Oh, respect, cuz.
Yeah.
What up, though?
Talk to me. What's up with you now, man? What you on with this topic? Did you see the video?
I didn't see the video. No.
Oh man, you missed it. Right.
What? Give me the skinny shit. I don't mind.
I can't even describe it, man. You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Been there, man. Members only.
Yeah, let me share the screen.
I'll scroll
hey,
back
motherfuckers! If you're not a Mark Nash member,
hold on, bro.
Hold on.
Hey, Hab, hold on. Come on, man. I'm hosting this shit a certain way tonight, man, for a certain reason.
Bro,
I appreciate it.
I want all the people in the chat to know that if you're not a fucking member, you're stupid.
I appreciate it.
The best membership on YouTube.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yo, Hap like MC
I'll interrupt you to even say that.
Hap a little aggressive with the
He better fucking join.
You gotta do it, man. We can't. Hey, look, I ain't trying. Hey, look, I don't want nobody as a member who don't want to be a member. So it's all good. The link is out there. But here you go, Roger son. Check this out. So this is what Buddy's doing in court right here.
Okay.
Let me see. Let's fast forward.
Judge Adams inquired into it. Well aware of, and she just have some extra movements that the court is noticing, and he's done that. Say again.
What the fuck?
That's a nonverbal response. Can you make an audible response for me, sir?
What are you doing?
He look like he got Tourette syndrome almost.
Yeah.
That's called playing the retard card.
9 o'clock, let's see. Hold on one second.
But for me, it looked like somebody got Tourette's or something.
Look like he got slipped to Mickey.
All right, but there you go, Roger.
Yo, Mark,
hold on.
You're falling for the okie doke. That's called playing the retard card in court.
Fair enough. Okay. Go ahead, Roger son. Give me your take. What you think of it?
I don't know, unless you know what I'm saying, bro, maybe on the spectrum a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No offense to those who is.
He wasn't before he got arrested. That's
okay. All right. But you know what? As far as it goes with when you're talking about that criminal, you know what I'm saying, justice system. Yeah, if you can beat it, you can beat it. I mean, I don't hate the player play the game. You know what I'm saying? They got cats that's in there for 40 years for shit that they didn't do. So if he can, you know what I'm saying, stretch the system and find a loophole and do so, I mean, it's not an honorable system. So, you know what I'm saying, if he is playing, you know what I'm saying, going for Riri, then, you know what I'm saying, like, shit, it is what it is. I can't hate on that, you know.
So Roger's son, you saying that when in doubt, go ahead and do the Thriller dance.
Get to it, you know what I mean?
All right, sure. We can table that one there. Let's go to this next one. Anybody got anything else on that? Hap, did you get your bars off?
Whenever I feel like talking and someone else is talking, I just put it in the chat. So what I said in there was,
if someone does that in court in LA, what they do is they tase the shit out of them, and then they take them in the back and let them watch the court proceedings on a screen while they're sitting in handcuffs. That's what they should have done.
Talking about the Rampart district.
LA County court.
Need somebody who's
downtown
not
LA.
right, though.
No, not Rampart.
No, that's what they normally do.
Y'all can just tase somebody who's not attacking nobody.
If someone's acting like that in court, they're gonna take. First of all, there should have been contempt of court. Secondly, they would take him out of the room and put him in the back and let him watch it on a TV screen while he's like handcuffed. So I got no sympathy.
Okay.
Yeah, he would be fully restrained.
Right, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Let's go to this next one. Go to the next one. Keeping it on court. Got this story right here. I believe this is out of Florida. This guy on the screen is a monster, yo. Florida man charged in a plot to hire a hitman to kill a toddler.
Damn.
So let me share the screen so y'all can see the story. But yo, this is crazy, man. And
Did he kill the toddler or no?
I ain't seen it yet, bro. This is new to me too. It's a blind reaction. Let's see it.
Contact with anyone under age 18.
Here we go.
So no unsupervised contact with anyone under age 18. All right.
Yes, Judge. 18-year-old Gamaliel Sosa charged with conspiracy to commit murder on his girlfriend's 3-year-old son. Jasmine Paez, now his co-defendant in this disturbing.
What is co-defendant? Why she ain't in jail?
Case that Paez's arrest last month. Investigators say she visited the parody website rentahitman.com.
Okay, stop right here. Hold up, yo. No. Shout out to the cops who got a website motherfuckers are dumb enough to go to rentahitman.com.
Investigators say she visited the parody website rentahitman.com to request a killer to murder her child.
This bitch right here.
Now police
She needs a bra badly.
Allegedly pushed her to get the job done after they discovered damning text messages between the two. Sosa telling Paez, "The kid is the problem. I hope you see that all I ever wanted was to free you. I told you about the kid. You won't do anything. You do it, and I'll think about coming back." Other message.
Wow.
She mesmerized
the kid is the problem. The kid is the problem. You do it, and I'll think about coming back.
Messages revealing Paez may have taken her son to the woods to be eaten by bears or drowned in the water, to which Sosa responded by asking for a picture of proof.
This nigga say, I want proof.
Savage.
She said, Miss Jasmine Okay.
It sucks, man. It's a really bad story to begin with.
Robert Ennis, the webmaster of the parody Hitman website, alerted police of Paez's request last month. His website essentially saving the 3-year-old's life.
It is what it's all about. I mean, the fact that the website was able to prevent a violent crime and save a life that's what makes it worthwhile to me. At least the child's going to be okay.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
All right. Wow.
Who takes that seriously, though?
All right, go ahead, Roger son. You take the lead. Go ahead. What you think of that story?
Yeah. One is the fact that such a site exists and that's the bait, you know what I'm saying? This is all right, rent a hit, a little bit on the nose, right? But that shows the deficiency of how this society is going. The fact that both of them just want to get rid of the kid, I guess they want the issue. Well, when they're in relationships, they definitely gonna be having relations. So possibly a child.
Your audio is tripping, bro. It's jumping in and out, up and down.
All right, hold up. I'll pause.
Being back in.
Can I go while he's
Go ahead, Hap.
fixing? Yeah. This is like the retard case of all retard cases. First of all, the girl needs a bra. She's walking around. The shit doesn't look good. Secondly, what the fuck is someone going on a website called hitman.com? Are these kids that stupid that like they do everything online? I get it. Like, you order a pizza online, you pay your rent online, you pay your gas bill online, you can do anything online. Okay, so they're like, oh, well, I want to kill my own son, so that must be online too. These fucking retards. And by the way, the guy, I forget his name now because it's not on the screen anymore. He looks a little weird too. The guy who's running that shit with his fake toupee.
All right, let's pass it around. Go ahead, Clips. Bliss. Yeah, go ahead, Clips.
Well, this is all the reason why certain forms of selective sterilization is not a completely bad idea. They obviously come from bad stock, and and lastly, I would just like to say, it happened in Florida, right?
Yes,
Go
sir.
figure. Go figure.
Go ahead, Bliss.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said, but I really don't think her biggest problem is actually her bra. But both of them look like they're special needs.
I don't know, Bliss. Those
Either they're both special needs or they're both on drugs. How bad could the kid be that you got to kill the kid? I mean, my kids were bad when they were 2 and 3. The kid was 3, right? I didn't want to kill them. What happened to drop them off with their daddy? Drop them off, take them to your mama house for the weekend. We killing the kids now for being bad? I just don't see why this was a viable solution to the two of them. Something has to be wrong with the two of them. That this was the problem. And how bad could the kid be? The kid is a problem.
What if the problem that the kid was ugly to them?
No, hey, yo, fix your mic. It's static in your line. Go ahead, KP. Go ahead, Bliss, and then go ahead, KP. Fix your mic, bro. You might have to beam out and beam back in.
Yeah, there's just a lot that's missing for me for the story to make some more sense than this. And so she goes on the internet to get a hitman. You could have took him to Walmart and say, look, he lost. I couldn't find him. I lost him in Walmart. You could have did all kind of stuff. You ain't had to go online to get a hitman. Even if you want to go follow through with this ridiculous plan, something is really wrong with these two. They're challenged in some way. Either they're both special needs or they're both on drugs.
Go ahead, KP. What's your take?
I'm wondering why didn't they charge her with anything?
Fix your audio, KP.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but it's static as you're talking. It's
like clicking. It's clicking as you're talking. It's clicking.
Yeah, whatever you do, like you did something to fix it before when it was doing it.
Can I respond to?
Go for it. Go for it, bro.
Yeah. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's a lot of fucked up shit going on in this case. But the one thing that's not fucked up is, bro, how the fuck do you let that happen in the first place? You're going on a website to kill a young. Look, if someone did that to me and my kid, bro, I would murder their entire family. And I'm glad Mark Nash is gonna delete this stream, according to him. But
no, this clip is gonna be out there. This clip gonna be out there.
No, don't ever go on a hitman site for my kid, because I'm gonna fucking get you if you do that.
He has a special skill.
That's his prolific takes. Clips. I thought he was gonna say something like more dangerous than that. Like, I'm glad he's gonna delete this. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, Liam Neeson and shit.
I'm leaving it at that. I don't want to say too much.
Oh no.
I have a set of skills.
Oh,
can I get a mic check real quick? Mic check.
So far, so good. There you go. Go ahead, talk to me, bro.
Respect. I think the fact that there's such a site, right? You wouldn't think that that would be something they could use as bait. So
It's going down again. It's pause.
So that mean that there's
There you go. There
that
you go.
many people that actually, you know what I'm saying, be seeking to just do away with the kid just for the sake of it. I mean, to do what? Get another one later on? What they doing? Throwing it away?
No, so they can go fuck around and go to Disneyland.
Ain't that some shit?
Well, here's the whole thing. Rogish, it's like the kid's not that bad. He's just always crying and needs things, and then I gotta watch him, and I can't do shit. Like,
I can't go to the club.
Okay, but wait a
Kill
minute.
my baby.
They both did look like they was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, on the dirt side. So
oh yeah, they like the way they're looking.
And then he was like, no, fuck that. I want a picture of the bear eating him. I sent me a picture of the bear.
The fact that he actually typed those words.
Crazy, bro.
But he's a little doo-doo.
That nigga said, I need send me a picture for proof. KP, mic check, KP.
Test.
Perfect.
All
Talk
right.
to me, bro.
Bro, they both should go to prison for this, bro. At least she should got a charge with child endangerment, at the least.
She's his co-defendant. She's been charged.
Okay, all right. I missed that part. Jesus,
He
man,
needs to be
this is
sentenced
the
to a
people.
broth,
The
at
people
least.
now are just so gone, bro. Arrested Development, the psychological is gone, man. This is about to get real ugly, bro. It's about to get real ugly out here.
It's been ugly. This been Biz Marquee.
Bro, it's about to get uglier than Biz. It's about to get uglier than Craig Mack.
Wow, rest in peace.
Sam Cassell.
Oh, rest in peace. Tyrone Hill? Is it going to be Tyrone Hill?
The kid was apparently too powerful for them to do it. They had to get outside help. The kid was powerful beyond belief. They couldn't handle this.
Hey, that was that little kid from Twilight Zone.
Help.
There's no redeeming the seal ugliness of this.
Now, here's the other thing. Now, is he the biological father?
He didn't sound like it.
No, obviously not.
Because now that takes on a whole nother different level.
He's the biological mistake that happened.
Yeah.
Why would he? Let's not even do that, man.
We don't even know what to say right now, bro.
Yeah, that was just damn half like that. Low blow. Oh my God! Shout out to the low blows. I see that.
Hey, I'm here for the low blows. I'm trying to keep you clean because I want you to. I want clips for president. That's what I want. I'll take all the heat for you.
Yes, that's right. I want
biologically fucking retarded. And like, you don't have to say it. Let me say it for you.
There you go. I will keep my hands clean. Keep my hands clean on them.
Cool. Let's move it along. Let's move it right along.
Why not?
Well, before I do, anybody got anything else? Any final words on this one?
No, that is disturbing though. Jesus, that's a crazy. Man, that's crazy. Go ahead, bro.
Killing a kid is wrong, no matter what.
No.
In the words of Samuel L. Jackson, I hope they burn in hell.
Yeah.
Fact.
All right. Now, I'm gonna play this one. Now, while I play this, make sure you got your mics muted so we don't get no bad audio. And I need this clip clean. I need a clean clip. All right. When I set this one up. Now, this is like a conspiracy theory topic right here. I don't know if y'all into conspiracy theories, but this is an interesting one. I don't know if y'all heard about this story. Allegedly, maybe, possibly, they have secret machines like that can make it rain. They got secret rain machines. Y'all ever heard of this?
I have.
All right, let's play this clip. And they said this is what happened in Hawaii. So this is a conspiracy theory clip, right? Hold on, I gotta see. All right, boom. Let me take that off. Boom. All right. Wrong button. There we go. All right. So allegedly they have secret rain machines. Now, according to conspiracy theories, people, they saying this is what happened. in Hawaii. Let's run the clip.
Really? To change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. Go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to, right.
Yeah.
Now,
she was like, hold up, nigga, you ain't gonna get me sued. Allegedly. She said, hold on, I got to put a case on you.
We realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive. This time we're bringing in the laws of physics rather than simply waving our hands and uttering mumbo jumbo. We're actually using trillion.
They say the purpose of controlling the weather is agricultural droughts and droughts and floods, commercial big events in sensitive buildings, and military.
Watt lasers now. And in the laboratory, sure enough, they precipitate rain out of water vapor. Sure enough, you can actually bring down electricity down the beam. Firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions. And these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning.
Wow. And they said this aired on CBS 9 years ago. Who wants to react first?
I'll go.
Go for it.
Bro, you didn't know about this shit? HAARP has been in effect for like 30 years, bro. They've been doing this shit for 30 years. What do you think people are doing when they like seed the clouds to make a rain? Like this shit has been going on. People have always been trying to control the weather. So now this is surprising? I don't know. I think Mark Nash may be a little behind here.
I think, but the
all right,
is,
go ahead, Robertson. You can take your. What do you think of the video without taking no personal attacks at Mark Nash?
Exactly. The thing is at the same time where Hawaii was going through that, LA received a hurricane and an earthquake. Now, how likely is that to occur at the same time where you have if
happens
it is
all the time?
Okay, no, wait. LA don't get hurricanes all the time, cuz what the hell are you talking about?
That hurricane wasn't shit. What happened?
It doesn't matter what category. The thing is, what is it that causes a hurricane? Hurricanes usually form well away from.
That shit was like light rain.
Let him finish, Happy. Let him finish.
Nobody cut you off, bro. Like, let's not be so reactionary. Let him get his bars off. And after everybody get their chance to speak, then we can open it up to everybody. But please let him get his chance to speak.
He's drinking the Mickeys or something. What you got over there you sipping on?
Let's not do that neither. Let's not have personal attacks, man. I ain't trying to turn into that shit.
All right, then.
Go ahead, Robert.
So the thing is, there's too many convenient weather phenomena occurring at the same time, simultaneously. Like that doesn't make sense. If it's occurring like that, there should be some tectonic shifting. A lot of places, not just in this one place, because you're talking about high heat, you're talking about pressure, and you're talking about tectonic shift. Come on, man. The fact that if Hawaii was Ukraine, I think they'd be, a little bit better off, because if they can send billions and billions over there to Ukraine or whatever in the form of weaponry, then you can at least fly some of the water planes out there around there to scoop up all the water that's around them. How the hell is this island burning with water around it? That doesn't make sense. Okay. And I've seen some video of scientists who are there showing like vehicles that have been like cooked on the spot with heat that would ignite, a wildfire, but the grass around them is still intact.
All right, fair enough. Pass it around. Go ahead, Passionate Bliss. I'm sorry, or Haplo, you want to respond? I think you wanted to do a reply real quick. Go ahead.
No, I'm okay. I'm all right. The only thing I want to know is, do you live in LA or no?
I do not.
I'm talking to KP.
That wasn't KP. That was Rogue's son. And no, he
Oh,
doesn't.
I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry,
he does
yeah.
not. He doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that shit happens out here. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Passionate Bliss. Talk to me. What's your take on this topic?
I'm a little lost. I actually stepped away. I went and got something to drink, and I came back, and I'm not sure.
Hey, look, everybody. Hey, look, Haplo eating, Clips eating. You getting a drink?
She's fired.
What I am doing, I'm enjoying some ice cream.
Okay. Fair enough. I just don't want to hear no white stuff around your mouth on camera, bro. That's why I cut your camera.
Watch out.
I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? Clips up there just eating ice cream. I thought you eating noodles or something.
Nah,
man, let me get them off the air. All right, you got something on this one, Clips?
Yeah, go ahead, Clips.
Well, this is very common practice. I called it when they did this to the ancestral island of Lanai. You know what I'm saying? That whole little area out there is real sacred land. And they've been going for it and gunning for it in different ways. I'm glad that the stories got out about the predatory ways that the real estate people were trying to approach the locals who lost everything. They do this shit. They've got all sorts of energy weapons and things that they can either see through seed in the clouds, through lasers, and they even got little nanobite things that, you know what I'm saying? Remember back when the Zika virus was crazy in Florida, they told you they got little motherfucking little robot little things that look like mosquitoes. Just trying to tell you, when they start talking about this new shutdown and this new COVID variant, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to let y'all know this shit's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's not Sky Newt right now. It's just sick motherfuckers with money trying to play chess with the world. But the more they keep playing like this, they're going to design something that's going to get real efficient at what it does.
Oh, so you think the fire is not just a fire, it's population control?
That's some real special land. Look up the land that burned out there.
Are we not in reality population control? You realize how many people died of that bullshit that didn't really fucking affect anybody? Clearly, it was population control. They killed off all the old people and sick people.
And they got and more than likely, they're coming after different aspects of the Hawaiian royal bloodline because there have been different colors like that. A lot of people don't even understand that even during the mid-Atlantic slave trade, it was specific tribes that were sought out, specific tribes that were trying to be massacred because they do shit like this. This is what they do. They've been perfecting it. They've been fucking with the weather. Fucking with the weather is nothing like they said they was doing that shit in Vietnam. That's why some niggas got Agent Orange and shit like that. They was doing that. They just perfected it on so many different levels now that they ain't just got to fly a plane over and sprinkle pixie dust over the air and shit like that. And hope they
I know my brother Eclipse knows about HAARP, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So they've
Neil
been doing this.
Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about HAARP years ago.
HAARP.
Yeah.
RP.
Yeah. That's why I'm not even trying to waste my time saying it, but I know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah. So I believe it's real. I believe weather manipulation has continued to progress and get better and better, and they've gotten better and better at it. You've noticed so many places that never had snow, now they get snow. So
still terraforming too. They're still terraforming as well as
they don't get snow. One or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Why? We don't know.
Yeah. Well.
The larger amount of people gonna start absorbing humanity.
It's funny how a lot of people don't believe in these quote unquote theories, but when it came out that the CIA introduced crack to black neighborhoods, they realized that it wasn't just a theory anymore.
I mean, I'm good friends with Ricky Ross.
Black people got a short memory.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Snowfall was just scratching the surface, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted that shit for you, like in the bad neighborhoods or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
They wanted it to be there, and they tried to keep it out of other neighborhoods.
Right, but that's
there's a whole fucking scheme going on here that people need to understand.
But that's where they fucked up, because they attack poor people who largely have fathers in the home, poor people who, you know what I'm saying, didn't really have the aspiration to try to conquer or take nothing, anything like that. It was like, all right,
That's
why
exactly what they intended to do, though.
Well, no, but that's the thing. That was the exposure. That was the exposure of who the supreme motherfuckers actually are. Because if you're going to attack your poorest sector and set up systemic structure to stop their progress, to stop because you fear their supremacy, even if they the poorest folk, even if they the lowest caste.
No, but that's not me, so I don't think like that. So I can't understand why they would do that.
You deprogram yourself well.
Well, listen. They could have done such a better job of raising money by selling that shit to people who have a lot of money, right? They should have sold that shit in Beverly Hills, it
wasn't about profit. It was about power.
Lord. Well, it was stupid. They could have had more power and more profit by doing it the way I said.
What was the purpose? What was the purpose of doing it in the first place, Haplo?
The purpose of it was masked as supporting the stupid Sandinistas who weren't shit in the first place.
Okay.
They didn't mean shit. They never did shit. They're never gonna do shit. They're a bunch of fucking fuck ups. That's what
okay. So in the 80s, it was to support the Sandinistas. In the 70s and late 60s, it was to support our
Vietnam.
In Cambodia. I remember it was Cambodia because we're not allowed to be in Cambodia,
Right.
so we had a lot of off the book shit who was trying to cut off them
We
supplies.
know what we're talking about, Clips. The thing is, like, most people don't know this stuff. So.
But no. But it's like, so still, with that said, you've got to still look at each individual thing for what it is. You can't just, that's what I'm saying. You can't just play the whataboutism game all the time. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, and I believe they know what they're doing when they make these things work the way they work with the weather.
Right now.
Thank you, KP. That's what I'm getting at. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's what you're getting at. Yeah, they're making things happen with this weather. I don't care what
Why do
nobody
you think
says.
they
don't
put
have
the
to believe
stories out about snowfall and like they put that on TV so we can all watch it and think, oh wow, what crazy shit they were doing in the past, and yet there's still cocaine in these streets in LA. And how is it getting here? Please tell me that.
Okay, but the thing this isn't a moral issue because people tend to paint it as such. It's not a moral issue. What it is, it's an issue of fear, and it's not that okay they put crack there or whatever. It's the fact that we are constantly under attack, even when majority of black folk ain't on no get back type shit. You feel me? Now that's the weird part. Because it's like, all right, well, why don't you let these niggas be slaves in peace then? Motherfuckers, they don't want to be slaves. But y'all don't even want that. Y'all don't even want to have peace. Not even a little bit of harmony. Not even a little bit of growth. No, nigga, stay right there. I think that's why they so pissed at Haiti. That's why they fuck with Haiti the way that they do. You know
They fuck with Haiti because, remember, Haiti's the only nation where slaves actually have a successful revolt.
Yeah.
A truly successful revolt. And on top of that, Haiti not only defeated the French, it was the Spanish, it was America, and it was Britain as well.
What about Spartacus?
Hey, and looking after this, we gotta move forward because we way off topic, bro. We way off topic, and I just want to add this one caveat. Clips, is it truly a fully successful revolt if you end up paying the people that enslaved you for the next X amount of decades?
That was the love of
for
our,
100
that was the
years.
love of
Like so, I don't know if it was a fully susceptible, because it's a reason why Haiti is as poor as it is. It's by
You're right.
design. It's definitely by design. But
Contact my
final
friend
thoughts on
Twitter.
this, and we got to move forward because we're not even talking about the weather machine no more. We got to move forward.
It's HAARP. It's been there for 30 years.
Right,
in
right.
Alaska.
Yeah,
Final thoughts. That's it.
that's it. They've been doing this.
All right, cool. I got this other one right here. This will be fun because we got Passionate Bliss here. Charleston White, back in the news. Charleston White did an interview, and in this interview, he was talking about men are designed to cheat by the creation of God. And this clip is about 2 minutes. I'm gonna ask you guys to bear with me and let it ride out so we can hear it in full and then react to it. All right. Let me make sure I got this on the screen so y'all know what I mean. All right, cool. All right, let me play it and let's react to it. Here we go.
I feel like a lot of men like to cheat because of that, and they feel scared, and they don't communicate that well. I don't think men communicate that shit that well.
It's just like the stars, right? Men are designed to cheat by the creation of God. Only in European.
Do the stars say that? Because I might agree with you.
Only in European Western culture do people believe a man should be with one woman. That's only a European Western culture belief. Outside of that, every other race and every other woman understands that it's in a man's nature by design, because God created a man. His whole makeup, his drive, his desire is to have sex and to eat food. No woman would ever understand that because she's never had a heart on.
Feel the same way.
God, my whole desire as a man when I wake up is to eat food and have sex. What centers around that? Getting a job so I can buy steaks, eat lobster, buy Louis, get a Rolls Royce. What does all that do? Get me more pussy, make my woman listen to me. Because if I couldn't bring that in, she ain't gonna listen to it I say. As honest as I can be broke, she don't give a damn what I'm saying broke. As an honest man broke.
Yeah.
So as a man, you struggle with that. Growing up from a little boy, turned on by everything that you see. That's why men are turned on by their sight and women are turned on by what they hear. A woman design, whole design is not sex driven. She's in her emotions. She's feeling because she has to nurture. She has to nurture children. So it's two totally different worlds. And so only when you start to adapt to Western culture do you start to think that one man is supposed to have one woman. That's why the man in America die faster than anybody on earth, because he's going against his nature.
All right. Passionate Bliss, Roger's son, Haplo is here. That guy Clips, and of course, my boy KP from KC5. KP, you've been quiet for a minute. Mic check. What do you think of what Charleston White had to say?
Charleston White is making a point, even though I don't agree wholeheartedly with everything he says. Charleston White is basically saying what's been said years and years ago, all the time. Based on our nature, based on what we see, we're outnumbered by women all around the world, right? Even in our quote-unquote community, it's probably 2 million more women than it is men. So just by the numbers, if a man can provide enough resources for multiple women, he probably will. And nowadays, most women don't even want to commit to one man. So it gives that man the option to have multiple women. So what he's saying is, what he's saying, you don't have to look at it as whole truth or the absolute truth. But most of these women know that these quote unquote star athletes, megastar guys are not dealing with only one woman. So
Passionate Bliss, go ahead. Talk to me. What's your take?
I was about to say, I'd like to jump in. Passionate Bliss is taking a break.
She right there. She right there. Go ahead, Passionate Bliss.
I actually don't believe there are more women than men. There are more men than women now, especially given what China had been up to worldwide. In America, there's more women than men, but worldwide, there's more men than women. However, I do agree with Charleston White. Men are hardwired to drop seed wherever they go. It's in their nature to do that. And I believe that fidelity is very difficult for them. The few that manage to be faithful is something that's very difficult for them. But I believe that most men, given the option, if there were no repercussions, they would cheat. And they would do it rapidly. And women, I think, are not so much hardwired to do it genetically, but I think that men are. But I think that women are not as prone to be monogamous as you would think. But yeah, I agree with him for the most part. Most of what he said.
Ashley Blue said, "There's some hoes in this house." She said, "There's some hoes out here." They ain't programmed as well. Go ahead. Who? Haplo, go ahead. You said you want to jump in next. Go ahead.
Yeah. So a lot of what he was saying is true. The problem with it is blaming it on Western civilization. So before there was such a thing as Western civilization, are you saying that men and women didn't have a bond of fidelity? Like, that comes from the Bible 2,000 years ago or more, or even really further back than that, to ancient Egypt and even Samaria. So you're going to tell me that it's Western civilization's problem? No, you're a fucking retard. Yes, all the things he said are true. Men are hardwired to fuck anything that moves, and women want stability. Yet those intrinsic evolutionary characteristics of men and women have nothing to do with Western civilization. So he can go fuck himself.
Go ahead. Go. Hap, before I go to Roger's son, I just want to add: there's a lot of people in ancient Egypt and the Bible that had multiple wives.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Poor
yes.
men. Hold up. Poor men only had one wife.
But there was a lot of stories of infidelity and fucking around with the wrong person and people getting killed.
Yeah, but
way before Western civilization existed.
But fucking with the wrong person and getting killed isn't the same as having fidelity and one wife. Like, yo, you don't supposed to take your brother's wife.
Right.
You don't supposed to take your neighbor's
Is that
wife.
not still the case right now?
That's not what he's talking about.
Is that Western civilization or is it?
Neither. No, you moving the goalposts.
No, I'm not moving the goalposts.
Yes, you are.
He moved the goalposts.
No, you said the
You
Bible.
did pick that. You picked that goalpost up, bro.
Yeah, you said the
Which
Bible
one?
and ancient Egypt. You was talking about fidelity. Those people, a lot of those people had multiple wives historically.
Wives, concubines, and
the
sex
richer you are, the more women you can afford. And
I'm asking you, they don't now? They don't now?
No.
He picking it up.
So I think
Let's
he's
go to
speaking
Roger's
about.
son. I don't want to go back and forth with you too much, Hap. I just wanted to give you a little pushback on your point. But
I'm just saying,
to your
the
opinion.
same thing is happening right now.
Right, and that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Go ahead, Roger's son.
That's
Yeah, this has nothing to do with.
That's
This has
nothing
nothing
to
to
do with
do with.
Fair
This
enough.
has
Go
nothing
ahead,
to do
Roger's
with any specific type of religion or theos, anything like that. You're looking at biology. All right, women have always outnumbered men on this world, right? Probably because they were likely the first like human like that. Feel me? If you can go back that far, in the fact that everything within this world, you know what I'm saying, emanates from a womb of some sort. So why wouldn't that be the case? So it's like, all right, if they always outnumbered men, the whole what is called monogamy.
You breaking up, bro.
That's
it's like
the monogamy thing is a new
Yeah, it's
social
like it's
contract.
dribbling.
Can you hear me now?
Go for it.
Glitching, man.
Go,
Hey,
go.
man,
All right,
I got you. I'm gonna mute everybody else. Go ahead. Me too.
Right. So it's like a new social contract, right? Women have always outnumbered us, and if there's no woman left behind, there's no child left behind. And back in the days, it was all about an order to the society, right? To take more than one wife was seen as being fruitful and multiplying, right? Just like anything else, everything else in this reality that lives in existence in a familial sense largely takes more than one, you know what I'm saying? More than one wife, if you will, if we're going to put it in modern terms like that. So why would humans be any different? Especially if women outnumber us, at least 6 to 1. So it's like, I mean, come on, that doesn't make sense.
I for sure. Pass it around. Go ahead, KP. Or Clips. No, matter of fact, I think Passionate Bliss put something in chat. She said that's not right, sir. Go ahead. You said you had a rebuttal. Go ahead before we go to them.
Well, that's why his mic was breaking up, because he was misquoting facts.
Oh my God.
We know how I love data. We do not outnumber you. It's only like 108. It's like for every 100 women, there's 108 men, and it's 108 women for 100 men in this country. Worldwide, men outnumber women. You can Google this. Put it in your Google it in real time, please. I like you to say accurate things. If you're gonna quote data, make sure it's accurate. That's all I ask, because I'm a fan of data.
We got you being a fan of data, but I think that we were only quoting America. We weren't quoting out the global population.
But
And,
then you said we were always,
and expands that
we
out to the global
always
population, just like an American would. But if you look at the biology of people,
like 40s.
if you look at the biology of people, the way that they operate, you have monogamy, right? Let's put it the way that everybody thinks it's supposed to be. Monogamy, that doesn't make no sense, right? So you got one, right? And two is usually, it's considered cheating, right? Now, back in the day, folks was known to have families on other sides of town, right? All right, so be able to juggle two families, and they might not know of one another, but 40, 50 years down the line, okay, everybody find out, but daddy was a good daddy, took care of all of us, blah, blah, blah.
Wrap it up, B, because we still ain't got the clips yet. Like, this is getting a little long.
Right.
On this,
okay, right. So now this is with deception involved, hiding things. If you have a familial order to where your women know of one another, if anybody ever been as opposed to being a player, your women don't know one another.
Bro, you're got some kind
but as
of
a Mac, your women know of one another.
Go ahead, man. Your audio is tripping again, man. Your audio glitching in and out. Your audio is glitching in and out.
Yeah, it sounded like it was dribbling a basketball, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like the shimmer.
Yeah, go ahead, Clips. Let's go to Clips with good audio.
Yeah, man. Damn. Okay. Look. I believe.
Don't force it.
I believe that he's taking. He's casting too wide of a net for the fish he wants to land, and so a lot of his solid points swim through the webbing. When first of all, to Passionate Bliss's point, the numbers technically are still very comparable and equal, depending on how you look at it and perceive it. Women are highly sexualized beings. Men are, in their own way, more so. But a lot of that's being curbed. And I do think that, like I always joke to put you about, like saying the term bougie dick season, you know what I'm saying? As you've seen over the past few decades, there have been a push for being a more of a modern high value man, which involves a lot of sexual discipline. I think it's all down to the individual, because I know women
Women are just like men, and sometimes better or worse. And to speak in generalizations is to allow it's like putting your thumb on the scale, like you're not really taking a real measure of what are you looking at. Each individual situation could be different.
For sure. Anybody got else?
Human behavior.
For sure. Go ahead. Pass it around. I think that's everybody. Go ahead. Anybody got anything else on this one?
No, we're good.
All right. Well, what I will say about Charleston White is very polarizing character. Some people like him, some people don't like him. Very polarizing, to say the least, though. Where we going with this? Where we at? 1, 2. Got a couple left, and then I'll let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Now I'm gonna chop the brick up. Where we at? Okay, this is a blind reaction. I don't even know what this one is. Reggaeton artist. Let's go into some music. Matter of fact, yeah. Reggaeton artist J Balvin. They say he was getting cooked in this interview right here, and they said he ended up insulting the young lady. I haven't seen this video, so it's a blind reaction for me. All right, let's react to it.
Like you imagine like you caught on me, right? I think you're thinking like you imagine like you caught on me, right?
You're
Like,
not my type at all.
why I'm not your type?
Cause I'm sorry, my type is not you.
If we look alike
Yeah,
and you love yourself, right?
debatable.
So that means that it's debatable that you like me sometimes and you don't.
Yeah, but you're not my type. Like I'm not into.
But like, what do I have to be your type?
You're kind of old.
I'm not.
You're pushing 40.
Mm.
Yeah,
No, I'm 38.
that's pushing 40.
Yeah,
Still
bro.
38.
I'm still young. Yeah. Sorry.
So that's the reason why, because my age.
Yeah, I feel like you could be my dad.
Wow.
How old is your dad?
Oh, well, he's like 73.
Damn.
73.
Yeah.
73 against 38. Are we close to be?
But you could be kind of.
Wow. Dad?
Okay, but you do feel like you give very like big brother vibes.
You look like my uncle.
All right.
Okay, I need to leave, bro.
That's your boy. No.
No.
Calvin, go ahead.
That's not my boy.
Go ahead,
That
Heplo.
guy. How is a guy with pink hair gonna be asking a girl why she doesn't like him, and then like act indignant about why she says her reasons are? Bro, you lost your Puerto Rican card. You're done. You're not Puerto Rican. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Can we first get a citation for being 38 years old, running around with pink hair?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I mean, it's just not like you're like on a set getting paid for anything or doing anything like that. That's just how you start.
Looking like a dumbass.
No, he's a star though. He's J Balvin.
I don't even know who dude is.
Daddy Yankee is a star.
J Balvin is a star, bro.
Show me a picture of Daddy Yankee with pink hair.
I never heard of him.
J Balvin.
He big in that world, KP. He big in that world. Pause.
What, the Rainbow World?
No, he's a
He's a fashion victim.
Pink hair. Cuz had pink hair.
He's a fashion victim.
His last album went triple platinum, bro. He's a star.
Yeah, cool.
Wow.
I guess he popular. Okay.
That's good for him, but that's not gonna last.
KP, feel me? He popping out here, cuz.
Yeah, but
popping that pussy.
Tripping, man. We're going left.
There's an age limit on coloring your hair. I'm getting ready to dye my hair blue. So I don't know. I didn't know that there was an age
You're
limit.
a female though, not Passionate
Coloring
Bliss.
your
You're a
hair.
female.
Passionate Bliss, you're a lady. That's a man. Or we thought it was a man. I don't know. We don't know what nothing is no more. I don't know.
But yeah, I think the moral of the story is young girls do not want y'all old ass. Stay out them young girls' face. They do not want you. He was supposed to be her goddamn daddy.
I'm 39.
She
Come
curved
on,
him
man.
like the dirty old man that he was. And she curved him like
Wait,
she shouldn't have.
Passionate. She said her daddy was 73.
Stop being
Passionate. Don't act like don't. Passionate.
Stop
Don't
being
you
a
overlook that.
predator. Stop being a
Passionate.
predator looking for young, easy prey. And then
Passionate.
you
You
won't
against
get
old
curved
man.
and called an old man.
See that? See, you taking all the sugar daddies out of population. That's a damn shame you doing that, but it's cool.
All right now.
Cool.
Now when these girls gonna have to actually go back to work at goddamn Subway and shit like that, because you know, man, ain't gonna be no Mr. Clarence and goddamn, you know what I'm saying, Todd and motherfucker.
Nate ain't gonna be able to get you out the next bind.
Well, you gonna have to learn how to motherfucking goddamn change your own goddamn, put a donut on your own goddamn car and change your own alt data.
Let's go to girl behind the mic. Girl behind the mic just got here. Good to hear a lady talk. Another woman. Hear another lady talk. Give her opinion on this. Go ahead.
Hey guys. Hey everyone in the chat panel. Sorry. I'm here. I don't know why it's kind of cringe to me sometimes when men get curved and they act the way this guy does. I don't know what's up with that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why do some men act like kids when they get curved? Just take that humble L. Just bow out gracefully. Why you had to say you look like my uncle? You look like my. It was weird. That was weird.
You was trying to get with some. You was trying to get with an underage girl who looks like your uncle.
Like your uncle. That's his damn. Hey, he did make himself
He
look
didn't say she
bad.
was underage. You just put a case on the clips with the underage. Why she got to be underage? She could just be.
Because in her mind, he's too old.
Yeah, but
he might be of legal age.
I want to know how old her mama is since her daddy's 73. Cause.
Oh yeah. You know, mom was with the shits. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't gonna get with the shits with cut with big hair. You know what it'd be like, man.
I look at this whole thing like it was a skit almost. I don't even know if it's real.
Yeah, it's probably fake, Mark.
Yeah, I don't.
You still gave him that neck.
Oh, see, clips. We're going to. We're doing too much.
Passionate, you wrong for that in the chat. Passionate said he was trying to push up on his uncle. Yeah, because why did Cuz say, like, dude, that's a hell of a rebuttal to come up with. You look like my uncle, but you was just trying to talk to her. You're an idiot, bro.
Yeah. Well, keeping it in music, Dr. Dre said he describes 3 legends that turned down working with him. Before I play this, anybody want to take a guess, memory? Who are the 3 legends that refused to work with Dr. Dre? Who turned him down?
Michael Jackson? I don't know.
Take the 3. That's 1.
Prince.
Okay, that's 2. Anybody else got a guess? Diana Ross. Anybody?
Prince.
We already got Prince. Diana Ross, Michael Jackson,
Whitney Houston.
Who else? Anybody else?
Anita Baker.
All right, let's play the clip. This is Dr. Dre telling the story. He's doing an interview with Kevin Hart, and he describes 3 legends that turned him down to work with him. Let's hear it.
Who did you have the opportunity to work with? He was like, "No, I didn't. That you regret, and that you should have worked with." But I don't want to throw your story off.
No, but
he turned down working with them.
Prince, Michael Jackson.
Oh, y'all niggas got it already. He turned down working with Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Let's hear the 3rd one.
You bowed out from working with them?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dre. Let me hear this again.
I was going to ask you that next. Who did you have the opportunity to work with? He was like, "No, I didn't. That you regret, and that you should have worked with." But I don't want to throw your story off.
No, but yeah, that's a good segue. Prince, Michael Jackson.
You bowed out from working with them?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah.
You didn't work with both Prince and Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Was it like a demo tape or something?
Nah, they just asked me to work with them, and I just like, what the fuck am I gonna do with them?
What?
Yeah, that happened.
What?
Yeah.
Was there like...
What the fuck am I gonna do in the studio with them? Those are my fucking heroes, man. You know?
You're Dr. Dre.
Stop.
You're Dr. fucking Dre. What do you mean?
Most recently, Stevie Wonder.
Got it.
Damn.
Stevie.
Wow.
Man, that would have been so epic. Dre, get off your bullshit. Stevie's still alive.
I was just about to say, he's still here, Clips. It's not too late. Go ahead. Y'all react to this. Michael Jackson, Prince, Stevie Wonder. Dr. Dre said, "What can I do with you? You guys are my heroes." Go ahead.
I'm just imagining the sound they could have came up with.
What a dumbass.
Well, not to break it down to get into the psychology of it, but the devil's in the details. And when you look at such a great musical mind like Dre, I think when he ascended from apprentice to student, he's incapable of falling back into the apprentice role to learn again. And that's probably why it takes so long between his, his projects. I'm sure he's got so much shit that he doesn't release, but like he doesn't feel confident in his stuff, like he really, even at that height level, Dr. Dre, he still lacks self-confidence. He still, because I don't know why else you would turn that down unless, you really thought like, what the fuck could I do? Like, all your insecurities just started kicking in and overwhelming you in that moment where you just bowed out.
That's a good point. I never thought of that. That's a good point. But because my first thought was, what are exactly going on in the studio that you can't do it in front of Prince and you can't do it in front of Michael Jackson? What are y'all doing in the studio? Are you giving blowjobs? Are y'all getting hit? And you
what
didn't want
hell?
you didn't think Prince or Michael Jackson was down with it. They have hoes and groupies in there.
What in the sexual decency?
And that's why Prince and Michael Jackson can't come.
Ma'am.
Yo, no, I like the energy though. I like the energy.
You done got on these people's internet, ma'am.
Passionate Bliss. He didn't say he couldn't do what he wanted to do.
Mark, hold on. Let me go get the holy water for Passionate Bliss. I'll be back. This is ridiculous.
Passionate Bliss, tell me that shit fell out your pocket, man. Hold on.
No, that was my first thought. But what you got going on in the studio that Prince and Michael Jackson can't be in there?
Passionate Bliss, tell me that shit fell out your pocket, man. He's like, what the hell is going on?
Bruh.
What the hell is going on?
Bruh, Passionate Bliss, we sitting in the first row of the church and you just go drop a condom out your pocket like that. This
use condom.
You taking shots at Dr. Dre, man.
I seen some of the footage of Death Row and what all they had going on in the studios back when they was recording, and I seen the hoes giving testimony about what all they did in the studios. So I figured that's what they had going on, and he didn't want Prince and them to see him doing it.
Like Prince and them ain't never seen no dick sucking.
Yo, my man, like
this is crazy, bro.
They can making it hard for a dude doing the edit on the replay, man. Y'all make it hard on the editor. Pause. Girl behind the mic, give me your take. We here now. Shit.
Clean this up for us, Mary. Clean up on aisle 3, Mary. Please.
I don't know. I just feel like, sometimes as creatives, there is maybe he was scared. Maybe he was fearful. He was a fan of these people. I think I would freeze up if J.K. Rowling said she wanted to collaborate with me. I would be in awe. I'll probably sabotage it. So I could see that maybe he idolizes them so much that he felt like, why little on me, or why me, or maybe it's too much pressure. Can you imagine what you have to produce for Michael Jackson and Prince? Stevie Wonder? That's too much pressure. Some people can't take that type of pressure.
And I mean, I do agree that's kind of why I said what I said. It's like, I'm not even, and I could just imagine, holy shit. And I'm like, wow, that's that. Like, just to hear the words, I would like to work with you. That's a lot. And so I really wish you would have rose to the fucking occasion. Get out of his fucking feelings.
Well, that fits. He is an insecure man, especially even the way he beat Michelle Lee. That is a
damn passionate. I'll tell you, bro. I love you, man.
That fits after all.
She didn't even say her name right, but she got that point on. She said Michelle Lee. It's Michelle. She didn't even say her name right. She was
I'm
like,
telling you, she just got to talk your shit, mama.
Passionate throwing salt at the game. Hey,
I fucking love her though.
Some passionate. Sometimes people need corrective action in their life. Discipline.
But she ain't just got to run around with the belt in the hand all the time.
Yeah.
She that auntie that keep the belt. She keep the belt on a belt. She keep a belt on a belt just in case.
He beat her. She was in the bed sleeping, and one night he came in there and beat her while she was sleeping.
Come on, Passionate. Don't act like you ain't never whooped a kid ass like that before. Passionate, I know you done gave us some ass whooping.
That ain't discipline a child, dog. That's his woman.
Yeah, man, come on, man.
Hold on, KP, you can't say discipline a child is the same as
it's not the same. Michelle A probably performed better under that distress, brother.
What?
Oh wow. Sound like Ike
Hey,
Turner.
you saw the Idol. Hey, y'all saw the Idol, right? Hey, Mark, you tell me you finally saw the Idol.
Shout out to Uncle Ike.
Man, we're not making jokes about domestic violence, are we, guys? Like, come on, fam.
Send it to a room.
Like, yo. Girl behind the
mic. That Bobby Blue Bland in the background.
Like, please clean this up.
I can't even clean up. They sound like Ike in that interview talking about some Tina wanted to get beat. You know, so I don't know. This is crazy. Ike talking about something. She was walking around the house looking sad. And so I say, what's wrong, Tina?
Maybe this is
I know y'all seen that interview on YouTube.
He was
with
like,
Ike Turner.
he's sitting around like,
it was classic.
Yeah. Then I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong? Okay, all right.
He was trying to make her happy, bro. He was trying to make her happy.
Nigga, and then after that, she quit.
I'm out of here, man. We gotta go. We gotta go to the
terrible.
I can't party to this.
Terrible, bro.
I was trying to do this story earlier, but I couldn't find the clip. And more Donald Trump news. Girl behind the mic, you can take the lead on this one after I play the clip. Tucker Carlson said he fears for Donald Trump's safety, that he may be, dare I say it, assassinated. Yep, Tucker Carlson has went to the internet in a recent interview. This clip is about a minute long. Let's play it. Oh, it's about 2 minutes.
What do you think the future holds? Is it?
I don't know.
I mean, are they going to let Trump be president?
No, of course. I mean, look, if, they protested him, they called him names. He won anyway. They impeached him twice on ridiculous pretenses. They fabricated a lot about what happened on January 6th in order to impeach him again. It didn't work. He came back. Then they indicted him. It didn't work. He became more popular. Then they indicted him 3 more times. And every single time his popularity rose. So if you begin with criticism, then you go to protest, then you go to impeachment, now you go to indictment, and none of them work, what's next? I mean, graph it out, man. We're speeding toward assassination, obviously.
Wow.
And no one will say that, but I don't know how you can reach that conclusion. You know what I mean? Like, they have decided, permanent Washington, both parties have decided that there's something about Trump that's so threatening to them, they just can't have it. I mean, they're putting him on trial in March of next year in the J6 case, which basically consists of trying to send him to prison for the rest of his life for complaining about the last election. That's literally what it is. Again, if this were happening in Moldova, the State Department would issue an all-hands-on-deck order to let the world know this is not a legitimate government. And yet our government is doing it. It's like it's hard to overstate how bad this is. And I don't know where it's going, but there's a collision that's clearly imminent. And by the way, the president is senile in a way that's impossible to deny. Biden's not running the government, so like, I don't know, man. I've never been this worried about anything as I am about where this is going.
It's a roller coaster being on.
All right, girl behind the mic. What do you think?
I see what Tucker Carlson is trying to say, but I don't think he's going to get assassinated or even an attempt on him. Honestly, I don't.
Continue.
I don't think so.
Continue.
I don't know. It just doesn't fit the narrative, right? I don't know why he. To me, it seems like he's such a threat to the other party. I'm not sure. You know, I mean, is it popularity? I don't know, but I think assassinating him. And I think assassinations have been part of a shadow government or the deep somebody. It just weren't random. Like JFK was not random, is what I'm. It has to be orchestrated. So if you do try to orchestrate something like that to assassinate him, I think they know for a fact they will be an uprising in this country. That so you gotta gauge and say, what do you want? You want people to, you know, come out here go crazy, or you just want to kind of keep the civil peace going on? I don't know. I don't think they're gonna assassinate him. Honestly, I don't even think there'll be an attempt of assassination. It would have happened. It would have happened a long time ago. Remember, JFK didn't matter. He was in the White House, outside the White House. He was a sitting president. So it could have happened while he was doing the 4 years he did. I mean, it could have happened a long time ago. He goes to these rallies all the time. He's pretty much an open target.
All right. And Clips, you want to go next?
They won't try to kill him. His enemies in all forms and sides know that Donald Trump would be best hurt not by an assassination or attempt on his life, but by spending the rest of his years dogged and dragged through courts, be it for legitimate means or jaywalking. And so, in that regards, I will say that whoever was interviewing Tucker Carlson, take notes, Mark, they understand that when you video chat with Tucker Carlson at 2 a.m. and he's off a couple Vicodin, you get gold. Note to self.
All right, go ahead, KP. Talk to me. What's your take on Tucker Carlson saying he fears Donald Trump may be assassinated?
I understand what he's trying to say, but I would also believe that if our country is stooped so low that we got to kill a dude that's damn near 90 or 80, just man, it's really ridiculous if you think about it. Like presidents were killed when they were in their 40s and 50s. This dude is almost 80, bro. And the dude he running against is almost 80 as well. And neither one of them can pretty much, you couldn't count either one of them to run a marathon or anything right now. Yet they're running the whole country of the free world. Like, it's ridiculous. Both parties should be ashamed of themselves based on what they have ran out there to run for president. And the level of popularity that Trump would gain if they did kill him, they would make him a martyr.
All right. Bliss, did you get your bars off?
No. Who is they? Who wants to kill Trump? Nobody wants to kill Trump. Trump is not enough of a threat to anybody for anybody to kill him. He is not going to run. He's not going to get elected again. He's going to jail. He's going to get convicted of something. Which makes him ineligible to run. He won't be eligible.
That's not true. That's not true. We did a Google search that night when we first talked about it. You can be a felon and still run for president, which is odd.
Notice.
Yeah, we looked it up. We looked it up.
I forgot which rule it was.
Yeah, probably because you never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Trump can get convicted. Still went, and if he's able to hit that campaign trail and put his name on the ballot, he can win that shit. He just needs his name on the ballot.
I'll have to look again. Because that was one of the main reasons for them even prosecuting him, was to keep him from running again. But
no, that means you need to put him in jail, not but you can't. He can be guilty, and if he don't go to jail, man, he can still be he can still run and win.
And I thought he could never run again once he was convicted of the crime.
From what I looked up, he can though. I could be wrong though. Who knows?
Okay.
I've been wrong before.
Well, I have to look again too because I'm not sure. But I thought that was the whole point of them even doing it. But Yeah, he's not a threat to anybody. Even if he was to get elected, what is he a threat to do? More the foolery that he did before. He's not enough of a threat to anything for anybody to kill him. If he gets assassinated by anybody, it'll be all those Russians that he owes money to. That's who would assassinate him if he was to ever get assassinated. But and if anybody was to assassinate him besides them, it would be the Republicans, just because they're embarrassed to have him in there. And who was the other old man he's running against? It's not Biden. Kamala's not going to run. Usually the vice president runs. Kamala's not going to run.
No, she's not running. The vice president don't run against the sitting president. He's Joe Biden is on his first.
Biden is running again?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, hell yeah. You didn't know that? You ain't been following politics?
No, I don't pay attention until it
run it again.
No, I don't pay attention.
He ain't
until it
running
gets
because
down
he on
closer to
his
the wire.
walker again. Go ahead.
You know, it has to get closer to the wire for me to start paying attention.
He not gonna make the.
Biden is probably going to die before that even happens.
Oh my God!
He dies.
Well, him and Mitch McConnell trying to die while he.
Yo.
So
If they die,
one of the two of them is going to die first. I don't know which
Yo.
one's gonna die first. But
nursing
My
home.
man,
It's
yo,
the-
my girl.
He done tried
Yo,
to die more than once on the TV.
I gotta play that. I gotta play that Mitch McConnell shit.
Play it, cuz you gotta play it.
I
cuz.
gotta
I'll
play
put it right out there.
Yo,
Good.
you talking about
Good.
a glitch in the matrix?
Go ahead, cuz. We got it. We gonna hold it down. Go ahead, find the clip.
Let me find this shit. Let me find this.
Find the clip, cuz. We got it. We hold it down. Find old Mitch, man. He about to die too. Niggas is on their last leg, B. Like if they give Mitch the next vaccine, he done, bro.
They ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it.
If they give him the Popeye's chicken sandwich off from 31st Street, he done.
He can't get. He got to get them out. He can't get no hot sauce. No hot sauce.
The indigestion and killing.
Son, I'm trying to find that one way. I want to see the whole length. Pause. The full length video clips. I'm on point. He's frozen for like 20, 30 seconds.
Bro, she had to come to get him, cuz.
Yo, no, that's the second time. I think, matter of fact, did she come get him the first time too? I
think that's his handler.
But he froze a couple times. Like the first time it was like 30 seconds. This time they was a little more on point. They got him within like the first 15. Let me see.
I don't know, but we gonna have to lose the term running for president for any of these cats. They too old for that shit. Ain't no running going down, bro.
They ain't running for shit.
Bring out the scooter from Walmart. They got it.
Running out of time.
Facts.
All right, here we go. I got it. Glitch. You talking about a glitch in the matrix? What the hell is going on?
Hey, his Wi-Fi got cut off, cuz. Go ahead.
Oh, yo.
What the hell is going on? Nah, y'all think them old niggas still don't be microdosing and shit. He just, that's all it was, man. A couple tracers kicked in, man. Y'all leave Mitch alone, man.
Let me play this clip. Let's get it. Hold on, here we go. Let me turn it up.
We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
What the hell is going on?
we're on a path to finishing.
Yo, he
the
just
NDA,
froze. We're on the path to finish the NDA
this week.
This week.
Bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Froze. He like he just shit his pants or something. Like he wet himself.
He saw a ghost.
He like he wet himself.
Yeah, it's diaper full, cuz.
All right, look. All right, now this one right here is more telling. This is very telling, and not trying to make a joke out of Alzheimer's or anybody who's have a failing mental capacity. That's not the intent here. But this man is in power and in office, and he should not be in power and office if this is how he's moving and shaking out here. No pun intended.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
The question was, what was your thought about running for re-election in 2026? He might not be here, respectfully.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in
Hell yeah.
2026?
Look at her. She trying to get him out of here. She trying to save him. Oh my God, he look paranoid.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
Now they have explained this away as that he fell not too long ago, hit his head, and these are just a couple complications from him falling, hitting his head.
Somebody else have a question? Please speak up.
Oh no, they ain't gotta speak up. He heard him.
Too many honey packs in this downtown, bro. Too many honey packs, bro.
You talking about that royal honey?
That royal honey.
Royal honey.
Yeah.
That royal honey be. And you lied. Ain't nothing wrong with that royal honey.
Hey, Mitch been giving out that honey love like the Senate be.
Like he's having little strokes or seizures.
Yep, that's many strokes, ain't it? Passionate bliss.
Yeah. And he
medically, I would say
him go and sit down. She looked like
finish.
She went up there and checked his diaper. I don't know if you ever had a baby and you stuck your finger in the baby's diaper to see if there was anything in there. But she looked like she went up there and checked his diaper or something, and he didn't have any response to it at all. So I don't know why they wheeling him out on a dolly and putting him up there in front of the podium, waiting for him to spaz out. I guess they're gonna wait for him to actually fall on the floor before they stop wheeling him out there.
Hey, this shit look just like Weekend at Birdie's, cuz.
Stop it. Go ahead, Clips. Go ahead, Clips.
My God. Man, Passionate Bliss said they gonna wait till he have a full damn episode. Right there on the Senate floor. Bitch go poopy.
And he looks frightened. He looks like he's afraid.
That's what I was tripping off.
Man, he's seeing ghosts. Hey, listen, man, he's seeing ghosts, man. He's seeing people he fucked over. Just staring at his ass.
Like, look how his eyes are right here. He's regular right here.
Yeah,
his eyes are right here. And once that moment hit him, he looks lost.
He know who he looked at. He know he see it.
No, Clips. I'm serious though. Like, you can see it in his eyes right here. He's there. He's confident. He's talking, and then you see his smile drop. His smile is dropped. He
recognizes something.
Clips, let me finish. And then right there, what she's talking about, you see his face, our right, his left. You see how his mouth is dripping right there. It looks like a mouth
stroke.
Like, see how the left side of his mouth is. Yeah, and you see the droop it is on the left side of his face. That's what I'm seeing right there too. And it's like he's locked on that desk right there too. He's holding on to that. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. And it's yeah, definitely a serious situation. But go ahead. Let's pass it around. Yeah, I don't think he's seen nothing. I think he's frightened because his body is going through something. Right.
Yeah, he's pretty much toast, bro. He's not money making Mitch no more. They about to ditch Mitch.
Man, y'all.
They about to ditch Mitch, bro. Mitch is about to get ditched.
Y'all niggas rough, man.
Hey, man, bro. Sometimes you stay in the seat too long. You ever see somebody that don't want to give up power to the young bucks? That's what you're watching right now in our government. All through the whole thing, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. You got old heads that sitting in the seats, keep collecting checks and keep on collecting them, and they in the way. Somebody gonna kick their ass out the chair.
All right, Clips, respond to that, and then we go to Bliss and Memory, and I'm gonna move forward.
Well, we're definitely seeing a great shift and a sea change. And it's definitely time for a new generation to come up on both sides. And so as they come into power and come into their own, we'll see how the landscape shifts and tilts. My problem always been with the Donald Trump brand of politics was the more success that Donald Trump's brand of politics has breeds the question, what happens when the next president tries to out President Trump. You know, like try to outdo what he does, whether it be a Democrat or Republican. Do we really need that shit?
Fair enough. Go ahead, Passion of Bliss and Memory.
And if they let Trump back in there, Trump gonna be doing the same thing. And I'm surprised they ain't caught Biden out there doing that yet. Those are all old men who just will not go and sit down. I don't know what it will take for them to go and sit down somewhere and just, y'all done got all the money. You done stole all from the country. You've been robbing us blind for years. Got enough money. Go ahead and sit down and retire somewhere and let somebody else do the job. And I don't know why the constituents don't just vote their old behind out. You see your boy is not functioning the way he, needs to be. Just let him retire. Retire him. Put him out of his misery. Because he's not going. He looks scared. I guess he's going to have to die in office.
Go ahead, Memo.
Senators, all these people, everyone in government, those types of positions need term limits. If the president has term limits, they need term limits. Preferably 4 to 8.
As in, like, they can do 4 terms?
No, as in they could do 2 terms, 4 years, or 8.
6 years. Senators do 6 years.
What I thought Mitch McConnell is he not a senator?
Yeah, they do 6-year terms.
Oh, so they keep voting him back in, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, every 6 years
That's a lie.
Yeah, many terms.
Congress gets 2 terms. Senator terms.
Anybody keep voting these people back in?
Yeah, man.
They just need to get
terms.
I don't know. Age limits. Let's just do age limits. Age limits, because I think like judges, FBI, and CIA, they have age limits, so they need age limits for them. I'm just saying, and I think pilots too. I might be wrong.
Yeah, at a certain age, it's time to sit it down, man. It's time to, and this right here, this is kind of egregious. This would be my last take on this, and I'll give y'all a round of know your neighbors before I let y'all go. This is egregious because we see it. So this is bad. We see clear diminished capacity, and people just want us to ignore it and say, "Oh, well, he fell and bumped his head." All right, well, falling and bumping your head causes this. You need to take a leave of absence. Somebody needs to do this. Like, it's not about showing strength and showing power and no, man. This is bad. This is very bad. But that's my take on it. I appreciate everybody doing these viral video reactions with me. Before I let y'all go, man, y'all want to play this little game with me? This Know Your Neighbors game. Y'all know how I go. Anybody want to play? Anybody?
Right, what's happening?
Anybody? So, in the spirit of Mitch McConnell right here, let's take it like this. Pause. Girl behind the mic, you go first. You go first. Tell me, when would you want to retire from your job? When would you like to retire?
Shoot, the minute I win the Powerball. Let me see.
Because you see how he's holding on. Like, your job, you can do your job probably for a long time, right? If you're physically able, right?
If I'm physically able, but I don't want to. I've never had visions of me retiring, like from my job at 65. I've always felt like I'm going to go on a different path. So I don't really want to go to 65 at this job. That's just me personally. So I need to figure out about something about, OnlyFans page, something. I need to get something popping. You know what I'm saying?
You need more people.
I don't believe you, Memory. But I'll pay though. I'll pay this. I'll pay. I'm stopping at $19.99 a month though, man. Like, you ain't get more than a dub for me. I'll give you a dub a month, man. Let me see what it's doing.
But yeah, no, I just don't have visions of getting, because I feel like even if I'm physically able to, I work with a lady that's 70 years old. She's retired. She's got the t-shirt for it. She's got the whole kit and caboodle. She's had the 27 years in the industry. She's the most miserable person I have ever worked with, ever met in my whole entire life.
She retired and came back to work. She one of those people.
She is. She retired and came back to work, and she's the most miserable person in our department. That's why it don't make no sense. I'm like, you got everything that most people are trying to do. Most of the people are trying to get to
Or
the 65.
does she have
She's not.
power in her job? Like,
No, she's just my coworker, but
Oh,
she
man.
is just so salty. That's why I'm like, ain't nobody force you to come fill out this application and work here, sis. Like, you could be traveling right now with your little dog, George, and stuff like that.
She's not married, no children.
She's not married. She's got 3 kids. I think they're estranged. She never talks about her kids, but she just oozes negativity and misery. And I don't get that. And that's like, I take notes from real life people. And I'm like, in my mind, I don't want to be this person. I'm like, I don't want to get to a certain age where you retire. And for some whatever reason, you here working 32 hours a week, but you're still miserable. Like, I don't think my life is set up like that. I don't want to do that. So I don't know. I would hope to get it out of the workforce for real, way before it's time to retire.
All right. Bliss, passionate Bliss. Let me ask you this. What are your strengths when you're in a relationship as a couple? What are your strengths?
Let's see. I'm good at teamwork. I can
That's
be
a 69.
What?
I'm sorry. I said that's a 69. But go ahead.
A 69. Well, I'm good at teamwork. I'm good in a support role as well as a lead role. I'm good at knowing what the plan is and executing the plan. And I feel like that's one of the best things in a relationship. You know, aside from the stuff of, being loving and being, warm and affectionate and all that stuff. But yeah, I think teamwork is what makes the dream work.
Clips, what's the worst job you ever had?
Worst job I ever had was actually a cool job, but it was just terrible. Just fucking goddamn terrible, hot as fuck. I was in the Southwest, somewhere in New Mexico, and they was paying me 20-something an hour, but I was out in the sun frying the chili peppers in the big roaster, and I had the tent set up. The cool thing about it was, no uniform. I was working at a grocery store. I was in my late teens. And so I'd be able to be out there all day in my tank top. People would even give me beer, water. I'm just out there minding my business with my little stereo. And I sat out that whole hot ass summer of the late 90s, roasting them goddamn peppers, getting cooked. But I was making good money though. You feel me though? But I was getting my black ass cooked. It was happy as shit.
Girl behind the mic. When was the last fight you had? What caused it and who won?
I take it that'll be both physically or verbally.
Yeah.
I can't. It's been a while, but maybe I should go poker fight tonight.
Oh shit!
Poker argument tonight.
No, don't do that. Don't be
a bitch.
Don't be one of those ladies, man.
No, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Start an argument, but yeah, what was the last fight you had? And what caused?
It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm trying to think. Let's see, my best friend. No.
She don't watch my show. You can tell the story. Go ahead.
It's been a while.
Okay,
well,
pick one. Come on, man.
I can't because I'm trying to think. Like, I really avoid like arguments and stuff like that.
So it should be easy for you to find one then.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a while. Like, I could tell you that I got in my entire life, I have personally never incited or evoked a fight or anything, a physical fight, but I did get jumped. And this was like years ago. Years when I was like 22 or something like that. That was the closest.
Tell us about that one then.
So this is what happened.
I didn't hear it. Say that last part again. What happened?
He said, tell us what happened. I said, so this is what happened. So the homies and I, Juanito and Anthony, 2 good looking guys, my friends, we wanted to go out to the club. So we went out to the club. I was driving and I had the homies. So it's 3 of us. We get to the club. We turn it up. We having a good time. Some girls are all up on like Anthony and Juanito and whatever, cool beans. But for some reason, one of the girls thought, I'm assuming she thought I was with Juwan. I call him Juanito, but his name is Juwan. And I don't know where the miscommunication happened, but when we were leaving the club, I was actually talking to another friend who had come at that time. I forgot who his name. He was a super tall dude. And we were walking to my car. And then the girl rose up from behind talking about, she was like, hype. She was like, what's your problem? I was like, what? My problem? I'm looking around like, who is she talking to? So I get to the car, put my purse down. I take my shoes off because she's marching at me like, sis. And so she gets close. The guy tries to get in between to kind of stop it. But now 3 other girls are coming from behind her. And I'm like, oh, snap, it's going down. I yanked on that girl braids. We going down together. So we just, I was trying to defend myself just to put it out there. And so now I yank on her braids. She was real tiny. So I had her, you know what I mean? And we on the ground scrapping. And then the 3 homegirls, her homegirls, I'm trying to work them off. And the tall guy, he's trying to like stop us from fighting. And then the police kind of come through the parking lot. And then we dispersed like some roaches. But my thing was, I wasn't looking for the beef. I was like, these girls are crazy. So that's what happened. I didn't get bruised or anything like that. That's the only air quote unquote fight I could ever say I was in. Not voluntarily.
Memory. So would it be safe to say that at the end of all that, you was like out of breath with your clothes all wrinkled up, talking about what happened?
Right. I was out of breath. I was mad. My shoes had flown all over the place. I was pissed off. I was like, what the heck was their problem? But that's the only thing that I came close to being in a fight. Otherwise, I'll talk smack. I'll be the one in high school talking about kick them, beat them. Oh yeah, they was talking smack. But I'm not gonna get my hands dirty. You see what I'm saying? Your microphone's muted, Mike.
Yeah. I was trying to be respectful. Yeah. I said you're a punk. Yeah, you be hyping up the fight, but you don't be throwing no punches. Passionate Bliss, talk to me. Have you ever had a roommate, Passionate Bliss? And if so, what was your worst roommate experience?
I've never had a roommate that I was not married to.
Let me give you a different question.
It was a disaster.
Let me give you a different question. You never had a roommate that you wasn't married to. Okay, that's loaded. You want to go from there?
No, not really.
Let me just give you a different one then. When you were a kid, what did you think you were going to be when you grew up?
I thought I was going to be a lawyer.
You damn sure be arguing on YouTube, nigga. You damn sure got your Juris Doctrine and YouTube debates, nigga. You don't want some cases on this bitch, I'll tell you that. But go ahead.
Yeah, if I hadn't got knocked up in college, I might would have done that.
Clips, what's something you don't know, but you're too embarrassed to ask?
Gotta come back to me on that one. I gotta think about that. That's deep.
I'll give you a different question. And have you ever had a roommate? And if so, what was your worst roommate experience?
I've had several roommates and different living situations. Give
me the worst story ever. Go
ahead. Rest in peace, Adi. Shout out to A3. His grandson was just born on August 3rd. With my older cousin Adi. He had a gator. He had a pet gator up here in Ohio, and we kept it in the basement. And one day I come home from school because I stayed with him. I was still in high school. I had one more year to finish, and so I come home. It's about early fall, but it's up north, so it gets weird. It's really not cold yet, but it gets weird, right? So I go up into the house and I look, and to the left is the basement door. Something tells me to open the door, and his gator is just frozen on the steps. And so, I know reptiles do this shit. So I'm bugged out. I'm like, yo, is he good? Good. And so I'm just leaving him on the steps for a minute, but I go downstairs. I call my cousin at work. His old crazy ass. I'm Oh no, he should be fine. I hooked up the basement, so it should be fine for the winter. I'm like, Adi, what you talking about, man? Adi's like, man, go down there and look, man, it's fine. Man, this motherfucker took 2 of them little kids swimming little pools. You know, like the little pools you like you put out on the front lawn, like a little toddler pool. He took 2 of those, take them together to make one larger pool. Like that really worked. It was leaking water. It was, no. And like and like 2 space heaters in the basement where he kept the gator up north in Ohio.
Crazy. Girl behind the mic. Would you add 1 year to your life if it meant taking 1 year from someone else's life at random? Matter of fact, I'm gonna juice it up a little bit. Pause. 10 years. Would you add 10 years to your life if it meant taking 10 years off of some other person's life at random?
No, I
Would
wouldn't.
it matter if you would it matter if you were told who it was? So if you can pick Mitch McConnell, like, hey, look, you can live an extra 10 years or Mitch McConnell gonna get another 10 years. Now he gonna be like this for them next 10 years. He gonna be frozen anyway. But he gonna be here and you gonna be gone. 10 years from you or 10 years added to you or 10 years taken away from a random person. Somebody gotta go. What you gonna do?
I wouldn't need. I don't want extra 10 years added to me, and I wouldn't take them from anyone else. Why? Because I'm not afraid to die. I mean, there's much more. Life
jump
does
then,
exist in, huh?
I'm joking. I said,
Wait.
I said, well, go
Jump,
jump
leave.
then, nigga. Shit, ain't
You know
nobody
that
keeping you
bread,
here.
girl. Nah,
Ain't nobody keeping you here.
I ain't gonna go out like a chump though. I mean, if it
Alright,
happened, it
okay.
happened. You know, you see what I'm saying? He said, "I expedite your exit." Nah. Yeah.
All right,
I would keep it 1,000. I would do something like that, especially if I could pick the person who I could take 10 from. Oh yeah. That's like a no-brainer. Let's go. Oh yeah. Kobe.
Why you say Kobe? I don't get it. You lost me right there with that one.
That's an easy shot right there. Like, yeah.
I was like, I thought you. Shit, that's it for me, man. I got a couple more, but all right, Bliss, let me ask you this one. If you knew you were gonna die tomorrow, what would you do today? What would you do with your last day on Earth?
I probably would make peace with some people I was estranged with.
Why won't you do that now instead of waiting until you might die 24 hours later? Why not? What's holding you back from doing it now? Right.
I feel like time is going to resolve it on its own. But if I know I don't have the time to resolve it on its own, then I would be forced to do it. Just because I wouldn't want that person to feel guilty about the situation, because it's a very close relative, and I felt like that person would feel bad if I died and they didn't resolve it, and I think that they would carry that with them. So that's why I would resolve it.
On the flip side of that coin, knowing that we know that tomorrow is not promised, what's stopping you from doing that tomorrow? Because they could die tomorrow, you could die tomorrow. What's stopping you from doing that now?
Well, I feel that I am promised tomorrow. And I don't have to deal with it if I don't want to. I think it's pride for the most part. It's pride. I don't necessarily care to. It would require that I humble myself, and I don't necessarily care to humble myself.
Why not? You're not above that. You know, like you said, if something was going to happen to you tomorrow, you wouldn't want that to carry on. Like, why wouldn't you humble yourself? What's stopping you from doing that?
It depends on who the person is too, because I feel like this is somebody that I feel that I should never have to apologize to anything because of what all I've done for them. I shouldn't have to ever apologize to them. I shouldn't have to be the one to take the low road, because I feel like we were both equally wrong, and I felt like, you know, I shouldn't have to be the one to take the low road because I've done so much for this person. I shouldn't have to, but at the same time, you know,
You knew you were wrong in that situation.
We were both wrong.
But if you've done so much for that person, and you know we both was wrong there, but I know I've done so much to you for you. Are you held to a higher responsibility because of a system of enabling, for lack of better words? I don't know who the person is. The way you framing it, it sounds like it could be a child, almost like one of your children, but you don't have to say that. But the way it's framing, it sounds like that. Why not do that? Don't you think that person that would heal any kind of relationship, whatever the relationship is with that person, wouldn't that be another step towards healing? Like, look, I know I did a lot for you and we both was wrong here, but I'm gonna be the person to say, hey, look, I was wrong here, because if I was to die tomorrow, that would really bother me. That I left you with that, knowing that, yeah, we both was wrong, but
and there are others who say that, like my
holding
sister
them
and
to a
them say,
higher
"Oh,
regard.
you should be the bigger person. You're supposed to be the bigger person. You're supposed to
No,
set the
you're holding yourself in
example."
a higher regard because
There are others who say that, but I just can't. I don't know. I don't know what it would take for me to do that. Yeah, that's not something I'm gonna do at this point. I feel it will work itself out in time. Yeah.
Girl behind the mic, Clips, go ahead. Same question. Who want to go first? Clips, go ahead. I see you ready. Go ahead. If you were to die tomorrow, what would you do with your last day?
What I do with my last day, I spend them with my kids. And I just get my kids together. And other than that, it's like, honestly, I'd probably be cool. You know, like, what else could be done? You know, I could rush and try to run to the studio, try to record more tracks, or try to do this. Or
Clip said, I'm doing the 24 hours to live.
like, what can I do? Like, what can I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not going to crash out. I'm not going to, if this was my last day, like, for real, I ran this thought along in my mind several times when I've been in good and bad places. And no, I'm not going to crash out and pick today, just because I'm going to die tomorrow, I'm going to go and slide on all my ops or do all this goofy shit. Like, nah, if I just knew I only had 24 hours, I would make sure that as much as I could would be spent with the two most important people that I ever knew. That's it. Fuck it.
Memo, same question. 24 hours, last day on earth. What you gonna do? Are you gonna go slide on your ops like that miserable lady at your job you work with? Or are you gonna go rob a bank? Or are you gonna kick it with your loved ones? Are you gonna try to mend some fences that was once torn down? What would you do? 24 hours to live.
I should probably like try hardcore drugs. I should try to snort like cocaine and stuff like that.
Let's go.
Get an experience. But
yo, you gonna sleep the rest of your day.
I should.
Drunk and high.
I should see what the hype was all about. But I would probably just write letters. And that's it. I'm gonna leave everybody over here that I have grievances with big guilt trips when I get done with my 1-page letters telling them they ain't ish. They was never ish.
I blame you for this.
I ain't gonna blame nobody. I'm just gonna tell them about themselves that they ain't ish. You were never ish, and you're never around to nothing. No, I'm just kidding. But I'll just probably write heartfelt letters, and that's it. And a little coke, if I could find a dealer, maybe heroin. What else is going on these days? Fentanyl, something like that. I don't know if I could do a combination.
You gonna cut your hours short. You gonna have 12 hours to live.
Right.
If you write them letters, you ain't gonna make it your next 12. Your next 12 getting your stomach pumped or something. Shaking on the pavement. Like, nigga, don't go out like that. Damn. Golly. Clips, what the hell is going on, Clips? Clips, she said, I might try some
Here tonight to be played with.
She said she ain't here to be played with.
What the hell is going on?
Listen, she said she want to try to fentanyl with the coke, man. That didn't work out too well for a lot of people, man. We lost some of our best to that same.
Yo, Clips.
I want to try some of that death. What's that shit that been killing niggas? Yeah, give me some of that.
Clips be testing my political correctness button all the time. Like, can I laugh to that? Can I say add to that? And I'm like, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let you take all them shots, Clips. I'm gonna let you take all them arrows by yourself. I ain't
cool, man. Like I'm just saying, like what are we doing?
bro. No, but we gonna leave it at that. We ain't got to. All right. This was fun, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before I let y'all go? Because I gotta chop all of these up into different clips. We talked about a lot tonight. This was a lot of fun. We went from the new law in Texas that requires drunk drivers to pay child support, gunplay smashing his TV, Bandman Kevo with his Trump tattoo. We had some more Trump news. The Young Thug guy in the court, shivering and shaking, trying to get off. Florida man charged with a plot to hire a hitman to kill a toddler. Secret rain machines. Charleston White saying men are designed and created to cheat. Dr. Dre turned down working with Prince, Michael Jackson, and Stevie Wonder, and many more topics. So the replay will be on Mark Nash Live. Mark Nash Live. I'll put the link in the description if you missed this episode. Check it out over there. I probably I don't know if I'm gonna get a strike or not, but I'll test it out over there. But it would be on Mark Nash Live. So go over there for the replay. This live right here will be deleted. So another fun fact too. So when we do these type of episodes, if you want your comments to stay in the chat, type in the chat on the backup channel. And it looks like this when you go to the avatar, Mark Nash Live. If you're not subscribed to Mark Nash Live, please go over there and check that out. As Haplo saying in the chat all night, please join the membership, support the membership, support your favorite channel, man. The more you guys support, the more it gives me opportunity and time to do what I like to do, which is creating content for you all like this. So if you enjoyed the show, you can send a Cash App at the bottom of the screen. Trust me, all the money goes back into the show. We are doing a members only giveaway, and it's gonna be cash. It's gonna be cash. Well, it's gonna be a gift card, straight up. So it's gonna be a Visa gift card, and you can spend it on whatever you want to. But it will be a Visa gift card, and I'm doing a limited membership because I guess some people are doing this thing where they gifting memberships to people, and I don't think that's fair that people who are gifted a membership get a chance to win the money that the people who have been members have put in. So you had to be a person who actually bought your membership to get this gift. But you get more chances to win the longer you've been a member. So that's going to be something fun we're going to do, and I'm going to do that when we hit 17K, and we like 200 away from that. So that's going to be fun. All right, so final thoughts on anything we talked about, anything you guys want to plug, promote, any final words? You guys got the floor. You ladies and gentlemen and sir, you all have the floor. Go ahead.
I defer to the ladies, as always.
All right, Passionate Bliss, you want to plug and promote anything or give me any final thoughts about anything we talked about tonight?
No, nothing, not really. Just check out my YouTube channel, Passionate Bliss. I'm going to actually start uploading some more now. I've taken a little hiatus for a while, but I will be back. So check me out over there. Also,
I got a video I'm dropping of you tomorrow. It's going to be a live, and it's not going to be a live, but I'm going to premiere it as a live so people can talk in the chat and interact with the content as it's going on. It's about an hour and some change long, but it is worth the listen, and it's part 4 of Do Black Men Still Want Black Women? Featuring
is it on Mark Nash Live or on here?
It's going to be on this channel. I'm going to premiere it over here tomorrow.
Okay. And I would take 10 years from Mitch McConnell and get me 10 extra years, though. Right. He don't need them 10 years. He need
you ain't going to get 10 months.
He need to get some rest.
You're going to get 10 weeks. Oh, man. Yeah, he definitely needs some rest. But tell people again your channel and tell them about your clothing line, too, because you do have a clothing line, right?
Yes, I do. It's the Black is Beautiful clothing line. It's at www.mypassionatebliss.myshopify.com, and you can get your Black Love t-shirt, clothing, apparel there. And check me out on Passionate Bliss.
No doubt. I appreciate you, sis. I'll see you on the next one. All right. Thank you so much for contributing to the content tonight, too. I'm gonna tag you in and everybody who appeared in on the videos. I'll be tagging you guys in the content. So the people who watch the episodes can follow you and subscribe to you as well. All right. Peace. All right, Clips. Matter of fact, Clips said he gonna defer to the ladies. He'll close us out. Go ahead, Miss Memo, aka Girl Behind the Mic. I hate you missed those other topics earlier, but I understand everything happens for a reason. And I look forward to chopping it up with you again soon. You know, I took a sabbatical from all my other topics, you know, because we had to do the Great American Fish Fry, and it happened. And I think we're gearing up for another rematch. So I'm gonna be gearing into that soon. But in the meantime, in between time, I'll definitely be texting you or sending you the link so you can appear on some of these other topics that's not sports related with boxing, because I definitely value you, appreciate you, and I respect you, and I thank God for you. You actually add a lot to the show, probably more than what you know. So thank you so much for your time and your energy, sis. And I mean that.
I received that. Thanks, guys. I enjoyed being on the show. This was a great show. So great show. I don't have much to plug in, but just know that Michael Jackson is alive. So is JFK, and I'll leave you with that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, but no.
Never heard of it.
JFK is definitely not still alive. With all due respect.
Back and to the left.
Man,
Back
to the left, Clips. Like that was him. That was Timothy. Like, with all due respect.
Elohim.
The reason why I don't.
The
reason why when I got beef in Dallas, I don't even go to Texas. I don't even go to the whole state. I tell niggas, man, y'all got the president whack. Y'all, what y'all think y'all gonna do to a podcast or a YouTube nigga? Like, I ain't fucking with y'all.
Different.
I taught my shit to Dallas from every other state but Texas.
Right at the borderline. I ain't stepping over that line.
Yeah, but go ahead, Quinn. Go ahead, get your bars off.
Nope, that's it. Nothing to plug. Just looking forward to another show. It was a great show today.
You're gonna get active.
Active?
When you gonna get back active on your channel? Because I think you got a lot to offer. When I drop these clips, man, because I'm trying to work out a new little format that I'm doing. I don't know if y'all see what I'm doing here, but y'all will see when I'm dropping these clips out, like boom, boom, boom. It'll be the topic, the thumbnail, the title. It'll be the reaction, but also we'll be cut into the panel. Clips know this is something I've been talking about doing for about 3 years. So I just got to get it done though. So it's the process. I got to do the work. But when are you gonna start dropping more content on your channel? Because people are always looking for you. Some people follow my channel just to see you.
I need to. I got content on my phone. I've been focusing on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Oh, what's your TikTok?
I can't tell y'all that because I'm doing a lot of ratchet stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just teasing.
Well, look. You don't have to tell everybody, but tell your man Mark Nash. Like, I'm on TikTok too. I'm Mark Nash on TikTok. And I got videos I put on TikTok that's not on my YouTube, but I got to get more active on my TikTok.
I'm just teasing. It's rated PG on my TikTok, but it's Books Over Addiction. Books Over Addiction. It's
one word, no underscores.
No underscores, all one word. It's nothing big. It's just
long as that's a lot to type.
It's a lot to type. I'm trying to do some things with that.
You know, niggas gonna spell addiction wrong. They're gonna spell it with a CK in that bitch. They're gonna be like addiction.
I'm trying to find out.
You be looking for some pussy on your TikTok. You're gonna be up there cooking and shit. You be like,
that's it.
I cooked up this dope meal. Niggas were like, boo!
I'm cooking. That's it. That's it.
All right. Well, we love you, sister, and we appreciate you. Like I said before, I thank God for you. You are a gem to this neighborhood, and you are a cornerstone in this neighborhood, and we appreciate you. We value you. And if I can do anything to help you out, please don't hesitate to call, all right?
I won't. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And then there were two. Talk to me, Clips. Final thoughts on anything we talked about. Plug and promote your brand, because I see you rocking the shirt right there. I need that one, Clips. I need that one. As is, baby. Talk to me, man. Everybody always see the VI. Nobody sees the AS in that. Pause. Like, but because I got the hat too, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's got the color flips on it.
But I love the brand. I love the merch. I appreciate you contributing to the show tonight, man. You are valued, you are appreciated, and I thank God for you as well, my brother. Like, close us out, man. Take us home. Final thoughts on anything or anything you want to say.
Well, you know, about the topics, going in reverse. First of all, regardless of how I may feel about his politics or whatever, that's a human being. So let Mitch McConnell get the medical attention and the love and support that he needs, and probably find a way to go on and sit down and rest and enjoy, a life of long service. It's, sit the fuck down somewhere. I was trying to be nice. As far as gunplay, some cats I know some cats who get bad off that shit. Sometimes it's more than just liquor.
Right.
But when they get like that, that's how they get. And so I can't always, I can't always excuse it. You know what I'm saying? I know some people who, he's a cool dude. He's a good dude. But yeah, you get him a little saucy or he start tooting up or whatever like that. Like, yeah, he'll start running around and doing the most. So we'll see how this plays out, but I wish him well. Shout out to, I hate saying this, but shout out to Young Thug's case. This has been very entertaining. But we bring, you can do a whole show on the totality of Young Thug's case so far, from the passing of dope to the extra.
The case been crazy.
Yeah, like this whole thing movie. Like, come on, man.
No, niggas don't took those plea deals and already violated too. What about those guys?
Right, like that's what they doing. So
yeah,
we're trying to blow this whole case up, and hopefully, the plan worked. That's what I.
Did he have because in that video we showed, he looked like he was sitting with the audience and he had like a hoodie on. He
looked like he had on regular clothes.
But I have seen him in regular clothes, like in the trial, like he had suits on. But he looked like he was with the audience. Like, does he got bail?
I don't know. He did. He was not in no jail suit, and he looked like he had some regular clothes. Them dreads were freshly did. His lineup was crispy. I saw jury.
You get that shit done. I ain't seen no jury, but you can get that shit done in jail though. You definitely can get that shit done in jail. You get niggas be going to jail, get their hair braided. I never understood a man getting his hair braided in jail. Like you sitting in between nigga legs. Like, is he standing up over you? Like with all due respect, it's time.
I understood that. Man.
I'm gonna be twisting my own dreads up, or I can get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't in that bitch trying to be look cute, nigga, with no dreads and get no tent fade and shit for niggas, man. Like, if I got an appearance for some shit, visiting day, maybe. But I don't know. But I get it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with that. Like, I have one.
But I got to take that back. I know homies in jail was like, nah, bro, I got to keep myself up. Like, that's how I don't make myself become a savage. You get what I'm saying? Like, keeping myself up and, working out, getting my hair cut. Like, that shit make me feel good about myself, so I don't succumb to all the pressure in jail. But that's neither here nor there. But go ahead. Give me your final thoughts.
But yeah, where else we was talking about?
Austin White. God said I was made to fuck these hoes.
I mean,
I'm supposed to cheat on you. Go ahead.
Well, I've been on record as saying that I do not believe that monogamy is natural for all people, and I do believe that polyamorous living or a polygamous situation would be most ideal for me, and I believe most of American society, believe it or not, are leaning towards a polyamorous lifestyle. We just don't openly accept it yet because, we're still at a young infantile state of it's all cute, the cheating, the ha, instead of just a more adult approach to it. We're slowly getting there, but yeah. Motherfuckers fuck these bitches. Did Charleston White win or lose his little charity fight that he was supposed to see?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I ain't even catch it.
Me neither. I heard about all the activity that was going on.
Or was it canceled?
It probably was because I heard about him. I heard about him pepper spraying and they got to weigh in or whatever goofy shit.
And he hit the dude with like a little handle of a knife. But let's move forward though. That's a whole nother conversation. Give me your final thoughts. The heart. Somebody said they got weather machines.
The weather machines are very real. I'll just leave it alone at that. You believe what you want to believe. Don't take my word for it. But they've been manipulating with the weather as well as time and space travel. And people have no idea how fucking crazy shit really is already. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
All right, you want to plug and promote anything before I let you go?
You know what I'm saying? That guy Clips, man. I got my YouTube channel. You can subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Check out my music every now and then. I throw up a podcast called Smoke Signals. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you know what I'm saying? You can go see the link to the merch if need be. You know what I'm saying? With Mark's permission, I'll drop it into the chat. You know what I'm saying? As he close it out, the link to the merch. You know what I'm saying? As this Smoke Signals merch, we got so many items. We got more shit than you need, man. I'm telling you, got things for the babies. We got things for everybody. So so go on and show your support. If you support, then you know, fuck with me, we fuck with you back. And other than that, man, once again, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend that the neighborhood is where it starts and where it begins. You know what I'm saying? We so excited. We got more fish on the schedule. And so let's go. You know what I'm saying? Mark, are you ready to cook? Mark, are you ready to cook?
Man, I was born ready, like Canelo said.
Man, let's go. Oh, when that Canelo thing, that's like next weekend, right?
Hell no, that's September the 30th.
God damn, we gotta do more weight for this shit.
We got 4 weeks. Man, I ain't even tripping, bro. I was gonna go to that fight. I didn't even apply for credentials. I kind of changed my mind about applying for credentials and even going to that fight. I might buy the pay-per-view still and just for the members and watch it with the members before as me spending hundreds of dollars to go out there to Vegas for that fight.
Fuck no, not when there's more fish on the horizon.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that for when if that Spence Crawford fight happened in December, I'm gonna go to that. Also, I might go to. I am going to the Shakur Stevenson fight with Frank Martin, and I believe Brian Norman Jr. and Quentin Randall are gonna fight on that card, and that's a fight that we started here on this neighborhood. And people always say, niggas, y'all YouTube niggas, y'all don't be making no fights. Don't nothing happen off of YouTube. That fight right there is one specifically you can say started on this channel. And Quentin Randall doing that official call out of Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. I saw his father at the Spence Crawford fight. Told him about the interview. Said he hadn't seen it. Sent him the interview. They came on. They did a reply. They did a split. Man, that interview was fire, bro. It's still, like I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna drop that shit tomorrow. I don't think I dropped that full interview yet, neither.
Yeah,
I dropped that interview off in clips, and no pun intended, but just a couple of those clips don't got like double-digit thousands of views, like 12 on one clip, like might be like 13,000 on another one. So people are interested in that interview because he talked about his sparring experience with Tank Davis and pound for pound king Terrence Bud Crawford. So I think people are interested in that. But they are gonna fight, man. From all accounts, what I'm hearing, they're gonna fight, bro, and they're gonna be on that Shakur Stevenson undercard. So that's gonna be crazy. So I gotta be there for that. And building up that fight, I'm gonna interview Frank, not Frank Martin. Matter of fact, I'll probably reach out to Frank, see if I get him back on. But I have Quentin Randall on. I'm gonna get his trainer on. Of course, I'm gonna have Brian Norman on. I'm gonna get his dad on. So I'll be building that fight up as well. So we're gonna support the people that support us. So that shit is gonna be interesting. So yeah, man, that's it for me, Clips. I gotta go because I gotta start chopping these clips, all these videos up, and it's a lot of them.
All right, man, I'm gone, man. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the link in the chat if you don't mind, man.
You gotta put it in the private chat so I can drop it. Because
my bad.
Yeah, put it in the private chat and I'll drop the link for you because it's not gonna appear.
All right.
Yep. Put it in the private chat. I'm gonna put you backstage, but I ain't kicking you in the backstage while I do my outro, and I'll drop the link for you. All right. It's been another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It's a hip hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why life is serious enough. Man, I appreciate you guys joining me on this broadcast. This was a pop-up edition. And I look forward to doing more of these in the near future. Like I said, man, this was never designed to be a quote unquote boxing channel, but I always tell you all the same thing. You don't choose your audience chooses you. But even with that said, I'm cognizant enough to understand that my audience is not people who just like boxing. Some people want to talk about relationships, hip hop, politics, current events, and that's what we built the backbone. Clips, I don't see that that link in the private chat yet neither. Copy and paste that link for me. I'm stretching the time out so you can put that link in the private chat, but I don't see it yet. We built this show off the backbone of talking about a wide variety of many topics amongst many different genres and things like that. Over the course of that time, some people in the boxing world, they gravitated more towards the show. Clips, what's up with the copy and pasting of the link? Talk to me. What's good?
I'm doing it right now. I got to copy and paste it this way. I got it on my phone. I type it on my laptop.
Yeah, I'm stretching it out, man. Pause. All right. But what I will say is over the course of the duration and this entire journey, it's been dope. It's been dope. I appreciate everybody who support the show, whether you like boxing, hip hop, and all those other things. But we got to get back to our roots. Sometimes you can get a little off track when you're doing these type of shows, and you can fall into like, hey man, they love when I talk about this, so I'm gonna just keep talking about this. I never been one of those people that want to chase the wave, right? For me, it's always been about, do I like it? Do I want to talk about it? It starts with, am I engaged enough to talk about this for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes? Can I talk about this for an hour by myself? This is not a panel-driven show. This is not an interview-driven show. This is a show that's based off basically what I feel like talking about, or what you all tell me you want to talk about. So you got a topic or something you're interested in. If you are a member, or even if you're not a member, like if you have something that you think it'll garner some attention that needs to be heard, email me at marknash27, MarkNash, like you see on the screen, and the number 27 at Gmail. marknash27 at Gmail. And we'll get your story on the air, and we'll bring attention to the stories that are important to you. The link is in the chat right now. If you want to support my boy, that guy Clips, you can definitely click these links right here and support his show. And support his clothing line in a major way. With that said, man, I love y'all. Labor Day is coming up. Hopefully, I might do a pop-up on y'all for that one, right? Love y'all. Hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you. So does Mark Nash in the neighborhood here at Breaking Beats. Again, if you are looking for this episode, and you want to check the replay, this is a great episode, man. I hate that y'all missed the bulk of it. Talked about a lot. Shout out to everybody who appeared on the panel tonight. Roger's son, Girl Behind the Mic, Passionate Bliss, KP from KC5, of course, that guy Eclipse 330. Who else was here tonight? Everybody who was in the chat, everybody who was here. Haplo, Porto, appreciate you all for appearing on this episode and supporting the show in a major way. With that said, again, if you're looking for the replay, you got to go to Mark Nash Live. Subscribe to my backup channel on YouTube. And look, even if you saw this episode tonight, go over there, click the like button on this episode, all right, and let it play for like 30 seconds so we can get the watch hours up, so we can because one day they might try to shut us down on this main channel, all right? So I will be deleting this episode off the main channel, and look for the clips of this main channel to come out throughout the week, all right? I love y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for your time, your energy. And again, look, sometimes we're going to agree, sometimes we're going to disagree. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure, homeboy. Never forget this. Wrong button.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And I mean that shit. Drive.
This that squad sound.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Nah, Dr. Mark, God made this possible, and so did viewers like you. I'll see y'all on the next one. Look for them clips dropping from this episode on the main channel. And again, the live stream of this episode will be on the backup channel, Mark Nash Live. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.